Our Car Friday brought to you by Keg and Bottle. 10 locations across San Diego. We are Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, and we're already getting started. Well, that was a monster.
Was that Pierce?
You got
Pierce? I tried again. I tried to get a 12-pack before I rolled in.
At some point during this segment, Ben has to print. Grab something off the printer. And when you do that, you need to bring in some cures.
Dude, I could use one. It's been a freaking morning.
Yeah, this guy's had his bank account absconded with this morning. He's had to deal with all that stuff. Yeah, we feel for you, Ben. That's a tough wake up. What is the toughest wake up, by the way?
I mean, like 15 alerts from Chase letting me know that there's like negative $800 in my bank account. That was pretty rough.
Well, I mean, is it like, okay. So sometimes when you wake up and it's bad news. I'm not saying it isn't, but you kind of almost think like, oh my gosh, like when your phone has that many alerts, the first thing I think is like a family member.
Something went wrong.
Yeah, like that's got to be the worst wake up of all time. Actually, no, I have the worst wake up of all time. This did not happen to me. I promise this did not happen to me. But
it happened to him.
I had a buddy.
Like it did.
No, I promise it wasn't me. I have a buddy. I could get him on the phone this morning. Well, actually, no, I'm not going to do that either.
We could use a guest.
Yeah, speaking of guests, we're going to be having not tequila, not mezcal, but something in the middle. Our friends from Kalinga are going to be in studio serving up some delicioso cocktails. We'll get into all that a little bit later on.
What did the friend do?
Sorry, this buddy of mine woke up one night after a long night with a let's just put it this way, with a lady he had never met previously to this evening.
Okay. All right.
So he had met a young lady, and they, I guess, went to bed. And the next morning he woke up to an unpleasant aroma. And he was thinking to himself, like, what is that? So his first thought was somebody was in the bathroom, like, it's like a suite of bedrooms around a living room. It's like one of those on-campus apartment buildings. And he's just like, yeah, that's disgusting. Somebody went into the bathroom, just absolutely tore it up in there. Then he's like, no, that's in the room.
Oh my gosh.
Something's in here. So then he starts thinking, like, did she fart? Did she just like let me have it? Like, this is a little Dutch oven situation.
Oh God.
Okay. So then he lifts up the bedspread and he goes, no, that's solid. Something's in bed with us.
No.
And so immediately he starts freaking out. He's like, oh my God, I pooped the bed on this girl.
What
ended up happening?
Amber Heard.
What ended up happening was he rolls over and realizes, oh no, it's not mine.
Oh God. Oh my God.
So, I know Ben's upset about the 19 Chase notifications.
That's true. It could be worse.
You can get pooped on.
Yeah.
Like that is a thing that's happened in the. Okay. So the funniest part about this,
Lord.
My brain automatically goes to this. It's not like, oh my God, what did you do? Did you wake her up? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, so explain to me your exact next steps. Like when you realize
right.
And he was like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, okay, so you have the realization. You now know exactly what happened and where it came from. So what is exactly in that moment what you do next? He was like, well, I didn't want to wake her up. He was like, so I got up and as carefully as I could, because I was pretty well coated on the right side, hopped my way to the bathroom, showered off, and then did it, just left her in there and then fell asleep on the couch. What happened next was, I guess at some point during the early morning, she snuck past him out the apartment, never to be heard from again.
Wow. Disappeared in the night.
So he didn't even realize that happened. So he wakes up, I don't know, sometimes birds are chirping. It's 9 o'clock, the sun's outside the window. So he wakes up, rolls over, and he's like, oh, God, like crossing himself. He's like, I got to go in there and deal with this now. So
right.
He opens his bedroom door. He's like, I kid you not. I had to like go back through text messages. He goes, because it was as if it didn't happen.
No way.
He goes, I walk in there and he goes, the bed is made with sheets I've never seen before.
She ran to the store.
Or to her house or something. He was like,
Wow.
with sheets, pillowcases, everything was
Oh,
replaced. He's
come
like, I got
on.
a new pillow out of the deal.
Oh.
He was like, there was like perfume sprayed everywhere. And there was
Aw.
just a note that said, sorry. That's all the words. It wasn't signed. And it was the last time you ever heard from that person.
That poor girl.
I know,
I
dude.
know.
Well, anyways, so Ben, even though you thought you had the worst wake up, it wasn't.
Yeah, it could be worse.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, like Chase is gonna send me some new sheets,
Yeah,
maybe some perfume.
at very least.
Yeah,
At very
Or-
least.
But at very least, maybe just your money back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd take it.
or maybe just say you don't owe us.
You know what? Instead, we're gonna get in bed with you and poop on you. That's how we handled
Yeah.
at
That
Chase
way you know that it wasn't that bad.
because we're a bank that cares. Sorry.
I'm so pissed.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what?
What?
Padres are good again.
Oh,
Yeah.
Roller
wow.
coaster up, baby.
Yeah,
We're on top of the world.
man.
Did you guys know that was the first time Fernando ever had 3 doubles in a game? That kind of surprised me.
Actually, yeah, that
He's
is.
had 3 homers in a game, I think a couple times, but he's never had 3 doubles in a game.
Dude, all I know, I don't know about the Tatis stats. I just know, and I've always said it, Gary Sanchez is my guy. I mean, he's my guy.
If you've said it once, you've said it 1,000 times. And I've been saying it since they signed Gary Sanchez. So it's been a chorus of support from this show. We're like, Sanchez with the pods? MVP.
Pretty sure I said yesterday that he's going to be a nothing burger for this team all year, but whatever you get out of him is great.
I do believe that was the quote.
That was, yeah, we could roll tape on that one.
Right.
And
Now-
I think we all just went,
Well,
yeah.
I still
Yeah.
kind of feel the same way, but if the change of scenery, like typically guys who are really good who come to San Diego take a while and are pretty bad, maybe guys who are really bad come to San Diego and become really good.
Mm.
whatever
Mhm.
happens. I mean,
I hope.
even
Logic.
if this is just temporary, I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
I felt like just yesterday in the shower we were talking about, well, not we were talking about, but yesterday we were talking about, and then when I was taking a shower last night, I was thinking, you know what? What if we just start getting people from the farm club and just juice them up, bring them up, let them get like 10 fantastic games before they get popped, and then bring in the next guy.
And just keep
Yeah,
rotating.
just keep
through.
rotating them out.
You've
Hey,
broken the
yeah.
system.
Do you
Right,
want to
found the
be?
loophole?
Do you want to be a pro? Do you want to hit like Bonds for like 8 days? You're-
It's- it's
welcome to-
2020 in 2033, when all the court cases come out, it's going to be the Dale ruling.
yeah.
Whatever. Listen, I'm not worried about 20, 30 years. I'm worried about this season.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
and we need to get into this season a little bit more. Take a closer look at this road trip that the Padres just put a bow on with a 10-1 win. And we will coming up in a little bit. We got NBA finals to talk about. We have some giveaways to give away. So we're gonna get to all that. But first, we haven't done this yet, and he's instrumental in helping us put together the Hardwood and Balls Classic, which will be tipping off next Wednesday. And we've already started our training for the
Yeah.
big matchup between Ben Fletcher, our very own co-host here on Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, and Jonathan Rifkind, who is the producer for the Darren Smith Show and has been talking nothing but smack now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's really going at you.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And you refuse to even touch a ball, a basketball.
Yeah, we still, but you know what? Honestly, that's how we train. That's how we
Dude,
train.
I cannot wait for the world to see the videos that we shot yesterday. Travis, his name's Griffin, right?
Griffin, yeah.
Griffin.
Gas production.
Is a GD genius.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
He
Okay,
made us
The
look
fact
so
that he
good.
could take that pile of 45-minute crap and turn it into what he turned it into,
Dude, I want to watch the show that we're on.
right?
I mean,
I'm telling, we should get a pilot out of this.
oh my gosh.
We're making a good show. We're making a good show, and it started yesterday.
When do we release the first one?
Probably
In
today.
what order
Yeah.
are we going to go in?
It doesn't matter to me.
Because I'm
Whatever
thinking
you
it's the
want.
documentary style one first.
Okay, there's a second one of those coming, by the way.
Then
okay.
that
Yeah.
one, whatever
Yeah.
but does the second one make more sense to go first?
Yeah, well, let's wait to see
Well-
the second
Well,
one
I don't.
today.
We probably won't get the second one until this weekend, so we're gonna have
Okay.
to release one of the two.
Yeah.
But
May-
I mean, yeah, whichever one.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll talk. Look, we'll talk about it. But
Yeah.
here's the deal. Something is going to be passed along via social media today that you're going to have to keep your eyes out for, because yesterday we put Ben through the paces. I mean,
Yeah.
Coach Dale, who's on the puddle patrol, And Coach Rich, who's going to be in Fletch's corner here, massaging his shoulders when he gets beat up from Jonathan Rifkin.
Oh, come on.
Slap on the butt, send you back into the ring. Look, you didn't inspire a ton of confidence yesterday.
That's fine.
No. In fact, I'm much more concerned.
Good. I love being
Good.
doubted. I
Good.
love it. I love
I'm
being
your
doubted.
coach. That shouldn't be good.
I work best when everyone doesn't believe in me.
Well, you are. We're planning on seeing him work his best then.
Well, first of all, like I shoved a donut in my face 5 minutes before 30 seconds before I started running hills.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
And then right after running hills as well.
The reason why I bring up the Hardwood and Balls Classic is because JD Wicker, John David Wicker, athletic director at San Diego State, has been instrumental in getting this 1v1 off the ground over at the Jam Center on campus at San Diego State. We'll be live streaming this event. We got to sign waivers. We've got to make sure that we sign waivers because we're going to go over there and try not to injure ourselves. I'd also like to point out something that we didn't point out earlier in the week, but got announced on the 24th, I believe. JD Wicker, Athletic Director of the Year by Sports Business Awards. Unbelievable.
What?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. 2023 AD of the Year. Obviously, the run the basketball team on, national championship run, Snapdragon Stadium's debut, the fact that now we have an MLS team in San Diego, the Wave launched their season at Snapdragon and broke records in attendance.
SD Legion had a ridiculous season. It may still be going, but the rugby team in Snapdragon Stadium has been absurd this year.
Yeah, this guy has meant more to Mission Valley and the greater San Diego area than virtually anybody else, because after getting the measure voted on and passed, which he was instrumental in getting on the ballot and pushed through in the first place, the construction went on through a pandemic, and now we have another venue for great events to be played throughout San Diego, including all of your San Diego State athletics. So yeah, just another feather in his cap will be the Hardwood and Balls Classic on campus on the Mesa.
I really love about our show. It's like, we know how busy JD is.
and
like the dude's trying to get San
really
Diego
care.
State
Come
into a power conference. Like he's got a lot. He was on a national championship run when we started these conversations about the Hardwood and Balls Classic.
Yes.
Like the dude, we are this big to him.
And in fact, we had him on the air as we were talking about the national championship run, and we still asked him about the Hardwood and Balls Classic.
And you know what?
Most of that conversation was about the Hardwood and Balls Classic.
He's getting it done, man.
No, dude. Well, here's the thing about people who are go-getters, people who are, obviously people like JD who get things done. They take every request seriously because, like, let's be very honest with each other. I'm expecting this to be, and this is also full well knowing that this football team and basketball team and their softball team recently and track and field has been great and volleyball. Like San Diego State's got a lot going for them. But this may be the biggest moment on the Mesa in the history of this athletic department.
Yeah. No, for real. For real. I'm nervous and excited. Look, once he sees these videos,
I know
he's gonna realize.
Rich, you should send him one.
Yeah. Oh, I will today. I won't do it at 6 o'clock in the morning, but once we get it drinking, then I will.
Good.
Then I will.
Good. Turns out, still can't buy beer before 6 a.m.
Yeah, that's still a rule.
Yeah.
Blue laws in effect here in San Diego, unfortunately for us.
I was at.
It's way worse than like Texas. Texas, after like 9 o'clock or something, you can't buy alcohol at a
there's
store.
a lot of weird rules.
Oh, really?
Texas has them. I mean, even in the state of New York, to my knowledge, still until noon on Sundays, you can't buy any alcohol.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
they're all left over from Prohibition.
I said, hey, I go, is the rule 6 o'clock before I can buy beer? And he said, yeah, system won't even let me ring it up.
Yeah.
And I said, what if I just leave cash? And then we just stared at each other for an awkward 4 minutes.
And then he pointed behind him where the camera is.
Yeah.
And it's like California's watching.
Yeah.
I mean,
pretty much it.
There are so many videos circulating on Twitter where people are just walking out of stores with whatever they want.
It's true. I could have just left.
I will say this.
Under $900.
Yeah, they won't even call the police because they know they're not showing up. So there's that.
Yeah.
We also have giveaways today. It's almost here. Get ready to jump on the snowmobile style roller coaster and feel the thrills of an icy mission on the all new Arctic Rescue at SeaWorld San Diego. Hold on tight for 3 launches packed with twists and turns the whole family will be talking about coming soon only at SeaWorld San Diego. And coming up on the show today, your opportunity to win a 4-pack of tickets to SeaWorld. Also, we have a pair of tickets to see the Bad Friends podcast featuring host Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino. That's going to be on Saturday, June 10th at Cal Coast Credit Union Open Air Amphitheater at SDSU. For tickets and information, go to Ticketmaster.com or just be waiting for that opportunity to win a pair of tickets.
I'm a little sore.
What are you sore from?
I think
From yesterday?
Oh, from working out?
You know what I think it was? I think it was the flagpole thing that we tried to do.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
Because
was
like
pretty rough.
I know you were holding my feet, but that was still really hard.
Yeah, it's good for the lats. That's why I put you through the paces there.
It's the back
There was 12 to 18 seconds that you had to do that.
the
Mhm.
back
Mhm.
back of
Yeah,
my shoulders.
That's all he needs.
I don't know what that muscle
The
is. back there.
scapula?
No, the muscle that's like
Hang on here. But
Traps,
walk in
traps,
here.
Splats.
Hang on, walk in here.
deltoids.
And then you put my finger on the ouchie spot. Come
We're
here.
gonna find out which muscles.
Yeah,
how
come
are you
over on
gonna
this side.
How are you gonna work on Thursday after the hardwood?
Where
Balls
should the
Classic?
finger go? Hang on.
Where?
Where?
Wow.
Oh, right there. Oh, that's your rhomboid.
Oh
Yeah.
Got him in the wrong. What?
We
Man,
got you. We
we
got
should
you.
have brought in the massage gun.
Oh, dude. I have
one of those.
Yeah, we
yeah.
got a massage gun.
like a percussion massager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have one?
Yeah.
Oh man, Sarah decided that was going to be a great purchase. We needed this thing.
Oh,
And-
you know what we just got? Oh, it's actually nothing
Is
to
it
do
a
with
hot tub?
massages. No, we need one for the Nodder office.
Mhm.
We just got. Have you guys seen on Instagram or TikTok the Ninja creamy ice cream maker?
No.
Oh, I might have to bring this
Wha-
in here.
you
Now that
bought
you've said it
one?
out loud, I'll see it today.
Hold on.
Oh
Hold on.
my God. Look this thing up.
Ninja creamy ice cream maker.
It's like the brand that makes the blenders.
Mhm.
Oh wow.
You freeze
Oh, what?
whatever you want basically, and then you stick it in this little drum, stick it onto the blender or ice cream maker, press one button, and dude, it makes ice cream out of anything.
Not that brand.
Whoa. Does it comes out frozen?
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh yeah.
How?
I don't know
It's
the answer.
Ninja.
I mean, look, dude, it's witchcraft. You put
no
it in this.
way.
It looks like it almost looks like a coffee maker, right?
Yeah, yeah,
That's what
yeah.
it looks like. Like
Right.
so the carafe part, like the part that would normally hold the coffee,
Uh-huh.
that's the part that just blends the ice cream together. So you could do anything. You pour I mean you can make frozen pina coladas with it. You can make sorbet with it. You can make ice cream. I'm bringing this thing in studio. We
Wow.
have
Probably
to do
make
this.
Jack and Coke slushies.
We can make Jack
That's where
and
my
Coke
mind went.
slushies.
Oh wow.
We
Wow.
can make dude, we can make whatever we want.
Sarah bought one of those NutriBullets a long time ago.
Yeah.
To make whatever smoothies for
Mhm.
weight loss, and within maybe 10 minutes, I'm like, these make the best margaritas we've ever had.
Oh my God. Speaking of your family. So Griffin, who was our videographer yesterday,
Mhm.
family friends with Haley, your
Yep,
daughter, she
yep.
shows up too. And thank you, Haley, for all your help yesterday.
Oh, you were such a jerk.
Oh, dude, I am
Your foot went so deep into your mouth.
I am such an a-hole.
I'm pretty sure I saw a
There's-
tear coming down
Yeah.
Haley's face.
There is a cat.
Does
that's in the
Haley hate
hospital.
Rich, though?
Yeah. Finley.
She didn't bring it up, so I'm assuming she's scarred.
Finley the cat
It's still
Has-
in the hospital.
has a kidney stone, still in the hospital.
This was the meanest thing I've ever
Hang
heard
on.
anyone say.
Hang on.
Listen, it's dicey. I mean, we are walking on eggshells whether or not this cat is going to make it.
literally.
Like, you can joke with Travis. You can't joke with Haley.
I-
It's her cat.
But dude, hang on. In my defense, it was so perfectly timed.
It really was.
So we're asking
really
about
was.
the cat. She's talking about the cat.
She's
and,
like holding back tears.
and I go, my goodness, this is a catastrophe.
I had to try so hard not to die
You
laughing.
did not help because he's at the desk behind me while I'm in the hallway, and I just hear him go. So now I realize, oh, she didn't think that was funny. Travis is biting, like
I'm like-
white knuckling next to me.
Yeah.
And so I have to keep a straight face and go, you know what? Yeah, that was in poor taste. How is the cat doing?
Near death.
Holy Jesus.
Yeah,
And then
the
yeah,
cat
she
is
goes,
near death.
they don't think he's going to make it. I was like, oh no. Oh no.
Which truly, I mean, that puts a bullet point on catastrophe.
It really is. I mean, I wanted to defend myself and be like, well, then I chose a perfect word.
Yeah.
I mean, this has been my problem my whole life. It's a wonder.
You didn't tell Ann you did that.
No,
Oh, man,
no.
so angry.
She is so consistently embarrassing with me that I don't need to add another log to the fire. I mean, we had to go somewhere yesterday. We had to go to Ty's school yesterday, and so we're going to be around other parents. I mean, I get a pep talk as we're walking up to everything we go to do. She's just like, "All right, listen, we're going to be at Ty's school. You know what that means, right?" I'm just like, "Yeah, no, look, come on, I'm an adult." She's like, "Yeah, okay."
I just want to play with my friends.
So we went to the doctor last weekend. Sarah had to go to the doctor
Yeah.
for some carpal tunnel reasons.
Okay.
And as we're driving to the doctor, she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna do the talking, okay?" She's like, "You don't need to." And I'm like, "What? I don't need to do the talking?" And she's like, "Yeah, just don't say anything. And if you feel like you have to say anything, don't come in." Wow. Okay. So, it's cool. It's fine. Totally fine.
I'm pretty sure we live the same life. Actually, you know what? I used to go to the doctor a lot for my feet. Don't have to do that anymore. Not since I started wearing arch supports from the Good Feet store.
Love 'em.
I mean, I know you do. Because we all went in on the same day for our live in-person fitting. 20 minutes later, we all walked out with arch supports feeling good. Numerous benefits, by the way, with these arch supports from the Good Feet store, from pain relief, better balance, better performance, injury prevention, recovery from whatever it is you're doing. Maybe you're training for the Hardwood and Balls Classic like Ben here, one-on-one basketball game. He's got his arch supports in. He woke up this morning, just a little pain in his shoulders, but from the waist down, this guy's great.
Knee feels solid.
Yeah.
Torn ACL, schmorn ACL.
Yeah.
I think I tore an ACL just filming.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. My knee's hurting.
Well, you need to get in for a personalized free fitting over at the Good Feet store. Test walks let you try before you buy. Good Feet stores are everywhere in the United States with 200 locations across the U.S. and overseas, by the way, 30 years of experience. Head to goodfeet.com to book your appointment today. Coming up next, we got to get into this Padres road trip. Good or bad? We'll answer that next.
The Padres just wrapped up a 9-game road trip. Can we call it a success? We'll discuss next.
This update is presented by DraftKings. Offense comes alive yesterday for the Padres. They smashed the Marlins 10-1 on getaway day in Miami. For the first time in his career, Fernando, he had 3 doubles in a game, one of them bases clearing. Nando racks up 4 ribbies. Padres back home today, taking on the Cubs. First pitch, 6:40. Michael Wacha on the mound. And if you're looking for somewhere to pregame in the gas lamp tonight, head over to the Blind Burro. We're going to be there from noon to 6 for another MLB watch party. Elsewhere in the NL West, D-backs stay hot, beating the Rockies 5-4. Giants, Dodgers both had the day off. In the NBA Finals, Denver dominates Game 1, 104-93 over the Heat. Final score ended up being a little closer than the game actually was. Nuggets controlled it from tip to buzzer. Surprise, surprise, Nikola Jokic with another triple-double for the Nuggets. This update was presented by DraftKings.
Bigger CD and Fletch, San Diego Sports 760. We've got some SeaWorld tickets to give away, a 4-pack of those, so we can send you on the thrills and whatever else with an icy chills. I was like, what rhymes with thrills?
Experience.
Yeah. Icy mission on the all-new Arctic Rescue at SeaWorld San Diego. Also a pair of tickets to the Bad Friends podcast, so keep listening there. Also, it is a Bar Cart Friday. Brought to you by Keg and Bottle, 10 locations all throughout San Diego. So we will get things started. Sometimes it happens before 8 o'clock. Also, Marcelo Hernandez, comedian. He's out at the American Comedy Club. He may or may not be stopping by. We don't know. It's a mystery.
Marcelo, always welcome. He knows that.
Yeah, we talk all the time.
Ramon Rivera also, who's the COO of Kalinga Barcanora, is going to be in studio. And also Craig, who helps distribute Kalinga, is going to be in. We met Craig a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
Actually, you might have missed that. It was Cinco de Mayo? No, were you here for Craig?
He invited us to Mexico.
That's right.
Oh, I think it was the week before.
It was the week before Cinco de Mayo when we were on the run of tequilas. Yeah.
Yep.
So he's going to be back in studio too. Obviously, Tony Kanja of Keg and Bottle.
And Josh pouring us drinks.
Yeah, and Josh, man. I can't wait. We're going to have a whole crew in here.
Yeah.
We're going to try a variety of different Kalinga experiences and spirits.
And the 913 texting in asking if we have the Mount Crushmore of beers in studio. We'd like to see it on camera.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have it.
Yeah, we don't have it. We have to buy one. I might do that during the show today.
We don't have one.
Because
Or
we had
just
that on loan.
invite the owner of Mount Crushmore in for a Bar Cart Friday.
We could also probably throw it out to the world Aaron Bauman that maybe the Flabongo needs to stop by.
Right?
Yeah.
Aaron.
Aaron.
Flabongo us.
She hasn't left for work yet. We can text her.
That's
a good point.
Did you go to not our office and get some cures?
Oh, you
Oh,
forgot
no, I
the
didn't.
cures when you got the printout.
Do you want some?
Well, how many do we have left?
There's got to be at least 3.
Oh, okay.
I think we need 3.
That's all we need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Or
right
or
now.
the kegerator.
Or as many as you could carry in your shirt.
Wheel the kegerator.
Yeah, wheel the kegerator into the studio.
It's the keg and bottle kegerator.
It's Friday, man. We definitely need to have a couple of cold bevies in our hand, especially talking a little bit about this Padres team who had a disappointing road series here, 9-gamer on their way through the East Coast. They come back and they'll face the Cubs at home. But they finished off in South Beach with a big win, a 10-1 win yesterday on getaway day.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the team that we all thought we were signing up for.
Right.
I mean, a team that's going to pummel you, absolutely pummel you with runs. And by the way, they're going to have a pretty decent pitching staff too. Now, the pitching was the feature piece of last year's postseason run. There's no question about it. But the offense, the improvements that they made this offseason, including getting Tatis back, signing Xander Bogaerts, we were assuming this team
Gary
would...
Sanchez.
That's right.
He's smashing it.
Well, yes. I mean, he's off to a great start. But that's the thing. Like, why is like Odor, Nelson Cruz, and Gary Sanchez getting hotter than some of these guys who have been paid so much money to be the guys?
We just don't know.
We don't get it.
Yeah, it is a
We don't
mystery.
understand.
And look, they went 5-4 on this road trip.
Yeah.
And so it was a winning road trip. However, when you're sitting 7.5, 8 games back from the leader in the NL West, and you're sitting at 26-30, 5-4 on a road trip, doesn't really cut the mustard.
No, it doesn't. I don't want to get into, hey, here are all the problems with the Padres this morning again, because, you know, we've been talking about that a lot recently.
It's icy cold.
I definitely don't want to get into like, yeah, there it is. Gosh, Ben just came back with the Coors Light.
Right. So if anyone from Cures is watching, we're just staying hydrated.
Tap the mountains. Was it the Rockies?
Yeah.
Either way. There is nothing better than a morning beer.
It's weird.
It really
weird.
is.
Rank them. Best time to have beers.
Is it?
No, rank them.
Rank them.
Good
I
question.
thought you said drink them. And I was like, well, I mean, we're going to drink them and then we'll have drank them.
I'm going to say, boy, more. Actually, no. I'll tell you what trumps a morning beer, because morning beer is big on my list. Shower beer.
Shower beer is great.
Oh, shower beer.
I think my favorite beer is a shower beer, because whether it's the end of the night and you're just like, or the end of a long day, or you're like getting started with the night, like you're getting the shower before you go out. When the hot water meets the ice cold beer in your hand, God bless America.
Okay. So
Airport beer.
This isn't beer related, but just a fantastic drink for me.
Yeah.
Nighttime coffee.
Nighttime coffee.
I'm telling you.
Get the hell out.
I don't know if I'm old now or what.
But
a cup of
so,
coffee
like,
at night.
When you go out to dinner and the server comes up after your meal and says, "Can I get you anything else?" You say, "I'd love a latte, please."
Well, there's a lot of, actually, when I grew up in New York, we would go out to like these big Italian dinners. And like, I remember my aunt, Lisa, and Uncle Nick Cavino, they would always get a little espresso after the meal. Like, you know, just a little espresso, some Zambuca,
right.
You know, a little twist of lemon.
Ooh.
And I mean, I remember thinking like, aren't you going to be up all night? He goes, I mean, like they would literally look at me like amateur.
Yeah. Yeah, that's seriously how I feel.
I guess it helps you digest. Like it's
probably just helps you poop afterwards.
You mentioned shower beer.
Airport beer.
Oh no, I said shower beer. You said airport beer.
Text line 70470. Start your message with team. YouTube, jump in the chat. Best time to have a beer.
So, yeah, it's a great question on a Friday.
7 a.m. tee off right before, like when you're waiting, the group is in front of you, teeing off right there
on the cart.
And so all of you just crack one right before.
That's a good beer. That's a good group beer.
Yeah.
Airport beers are great.
Airport beer is like, because it's a place where nobody is going to judge you for drinking alone. Airports, nobody walks up to you and goes, "Geez, this guy, it's 8:30 in the morning and he is on his second 22-ounce Blue Moon." Nobody's gonna say that. You're gonna be like, "We get it. We're getting on the same flight you're getting on."
We had met up with some of Sarah's coworkers yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
And we were talking about our show, and they're like, I don't know how you guys drink at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. And I thought, I don't know, it's not that hard. Like,
You just
start
do it.
drinking.
you just do.
Doesn't I mean, now it just seems normal.
Give you another one. How about this one? And Ben, you will experience this soon. I know Travis has done this a million times. When you go to a kid's party, okay, like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the elementary school kids party, and you stand next to the dad, who you know pretty well, but you're not really sure about him yet. You're just like, talking kid stuff. Weather's great, huh? I got scored on that one. And then all of a sudden you realize he's standing next to a cooler. He kicks it open. They're his beers. And he offers you like an ice cold hazy IPA. And you're just like, this guy's my man.
Right. As that cooler opens, it's
the angels are singing. There's like a harpist weeping in the background, like you're just like,
and you try to say something funny like, oh, I didn't know that was kids' party, and he's like, yeah, exactly. That's why I brought him.
I look at I said, well, it's beer o'clock on my watch,
right? And then you crack one open. You're about halfway down. You look over. Your wife's staring at you, and you kind of do this like shrug of a shoulder, like, I don't know. You told me just to go talk to people. Yeah. And that's what I'm doing.
I'm mingling. Yeah. And then you start recruiting other dads over to your posse.
Yeah.
So by the time the party ends, there's like 5 or 6 dads, and like you've drank all this poor guy's beer, but you're like, safety in numbers, fellas. Like, let's all flock to this one.
My aunt and uncle, they know how to do kids parties. They've never had a kids party. Their kids are all grown up now, that they didn't have a bartender.
Wow. Smart.
Yeah. Oh, genius.
Give you another one. After a long day on the boat, on the dock.
Yeah.
Lake beers.
Yeah. Lake beers are good beers.
Yeah,
lake
even
beers
just on the lake.
Fire pit beers. Camping beers.
Oh, you know what we have to do at the house this summer? You guys got to come down to the bay. We do fire pits on the beach, and I order pizza right to the beach. So
what?
I bring my cooler.
Dude.
So I have my beers set up next to me on my chair. You start the bonfire, and then you just have the Uber driver come down the dead end street that ends at the beer, and
at
the beach. Sorry, I'm getting my words here. And then they just drop it off. You walk back to your seat with pizza.
What if we created some sort of skillet that we could put over the fire, and we just got take and bakes? Cook them there.
It's a great idea too.
Travis, you might know this one. I do not, but our buddy Gus on YouTube says, at the construction site in the summer, ice cold beer better than water.
That is, well, definitely. Oh, without a doubt. Yes, that is very true. Like the 3 o'clock beer, you're dirty and you're sweaty, and those things are icy cold. Come on. That's like Shawshank. That's nothing better than an ice cold bottle of suds.
A yard work beer.
Oh,
okay. Yeah. Anytime you have a shovel in your hand, it doesn't matter. You could just be pruning a plant. I mean, any excuse to be in the garden drinking.
But you know what?
My dream is to have a yard big enough to have a riding mower so that I could drink a beer while I'm riding on the mower.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Mowing the yard, there's something about the grass smell, and then you crack open an ice cold beer.
They pair perfectly. Coors Light and fresh cut grass. I mean, I'm
going to go mow the yard.
That should be my cologne. I mean, honestly. Anyway, so the Padres had
cologne's called yard beer.
Yes.
Text line's blowing up. We will get to all of those on the other side.
Yeah.
But keep those coming in.
So it started out, the first 30 seconds as we talked about Padres road trip, it kind of sucked.
Yeah.
5-4 is not going to cut it. They're going to have to do better than that if they're going to make the playoffs, which is crazy because we're 56 games in. Is that whatever the number is? I think so.
We said that would be unacceptable, and that's what they did. So we can't change our tune now. 5-4 on that road trip was unacceptable.
I want to change our tune to this. So all boxing is topless boxing, but not all topless boxing is the same. We'll explain coming up next. Exposed Sports, the new league we're all going to be watching, I promise. We'll talk about it next. There is nothing I love more than when a plan comes together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like yesterday, we had a busy day here at work. It's very difficult to call what we're doing work.
It was a lot of work.
We were working hard. Well, Ben was working hard. Actually, Ben really was working hard. We were training him for the Hardwood and Balls Classic, which will be June 7th, next Wednesday. He's deep into the training regimen that me and Coach Dale have been putting him through.
By the way, round of applause for Travis. The logo is sick.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Come
Like
on.
you took the very NSFW logo and made it safe for work. SFW.
Very safe. Very safe.
And it looks great.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
It's simple and easy.
It's the best. It is the best thing I've ever seen. I can't wait to unveil Ben Fletcher's training video to the world and then see what Jonathan Rifkind and his show can come up with.
Well, I mean, Jonathan Rifkin's been putting out a lot of videos. Not like this.
No.
Not like this. This had production value. I mean, the dude said that it's this like same type of camera they use for Avatar.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
that camera is stupid insane. There was multiple cameras being used for single shots. Like this was a real deal.
Yeah, he would set up a tripod cam and then he would have the roving cam to get all the details that he needed to convey the story, which he nailed. Griffin, our new videographer. He's a part of the show.
Yeah,
How do we get him on staff? What would it cost?
I don't have any idea.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I mean, he's part of the staff now.
Yeah.
No, it's just like not our office. We just stole it. He works for us now.
He works for us now. Speaking of when a plan comes together, how about this? Former sports reporter Holly Saunders says she's the Roger Goodell of a new sports league. That league's called Exposed Sports.
Did you read the whole article?
Now,
It's not just boxing.
Oh, there was an article?
No, it's going to be other sports. And there was an article.
There's a lot of pictures in the article.
Look at
Travis.
this
video.
Look at the video for Exposed Sports.
Saw it.
Yeah.
So
love it.
They're going to have OnlyFans models. They're going to have Instagram influencers, all competing in a variety of different events. Sometimes it's going to be boxing. Sometimes it'll be a little foxy boxing. Sometimes it's going to be bike riding,
snowboarding, chess,
Yeah.
beach volleyball, surfing.
If you're
Whatever.
if you're into nudity and sports/activities,
You could probably stop at nudity. If you're into nudity,
this league is for you.
Yeah.
So check this out. So it will include Instagram and OnlyFans models participating in topless matches. The former Golf Channel and Fox Sports host, who's been dating Hall of Fame boxer Oscar De La Hoya since August of 2021, will launch the league in June with 10 women competing in 7 or 8 sports and activities.
I wouldn't be surprised if they sponsored the show.
Yeah.
I mean,
are they launching from San Diego or anywhere near
Las
here?
Vegas.
Las Vegas?
I mean, we're going there.
Turns out we need to do live
Games.
remotes. We should email them. Can you imagine if we become the commentators and in-ring interviewers for Exposed Sports?
Here's the problem.
Talk to me.
You ready for the problem?
Yeah.
This is a totally woman-run organization.
Right.
I don't think they want 3 dudes involved.
But they are doing golf. Oh,
Okay.
I just moved the camera.
I'm gonna
Moved the whole
read
camera.
I'm gonna read something. Oh, it's
It's like
on
Holly Saunders is
world.
the
Now we have two
I got 2 angles of Rich.
we have a 2 shot of
Why
me.
did it immediately go to you? I mean, like it didn't.
because like part of that article details why, like if a dude was to set all this up, like what Holly Saunders is doing, how weird that would be and how wrong that would be. But because it's all women run, that it's all okay.
Listen to this
I
quote.
guess.
This is from Holly Saunders, by the way. Imagine your favorite IG babes going head to head in competition, sweaty, oiled up. And these girls who make the most of their money on OnlyFans and OnlyFans types of sites, whereas some of the girls are making hundreds of $1,000s making their monthly content. This is going to be my favorite thing.
Where do we buy some merch?
Tell you where you can get little merch for your feet.
Talk to me.
Good
Talk
feet
to me.
store.
Yeah.
Listen
Yeah.
to this.
Did you have the strengtheners and the Skechers yesterday?
No, that was maintainers because I knew it was going to be rough.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. that's smart.
I'm wearing strengtheners right now though.
Yeah, actually, I'm wearing my relaxers today. After filming all of that and coaching you,
Yeah,
I need
you gotta tamp it down.
I need to put it back into neutral. But if you don't know what we're talking about, they have strengtheners, they've got relaxers, they have arch supports for every time of day, any type of footwear over at the Good Feet store. We all deserve to lead full active lives. I mean, I think that is something that we're all looking for. I'm a dad with 2 young kids. Travis is constantly running around. This guy built his entire backyard. Ben Fletcher's training for a 1-versus-1 basketball tournament. So how do you do all that and wake up in the morning feeling great? With Good Feet arch supports, obviously. At the Good Feet store, they've been doing this for 30 plus years. They have 200 locations. They have experts in every store. You get free fittings, test walks. You try before you buy. You're going to walk out of there feeling better than you walked in. So get to the Good Feet store nearest you or go to goodfeet.com to find the nearest store to you and go in there just like the 3 of us did, and you're going to walk out feeling a lot better. Okay, coming up next. Big show today. Like we said, it's a Bar Car Friday brought to you by Keg and Bottle. But we have to do this. To fire or not to fire? That is the question. Also, tailgate trivia for SeaWorld tickets.
It's hour 2 on Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. This update presented by DraftKings. Offense comes alive yesterday for the Padres. They smashed the Marlins 10-1 on getaway day in Miami. For the first time in his career, Fernando, 3 doubles in one game. One of them was bases clearing. Nando racked up 4 ribbies. Padres back home today taking on the Cubs for a 4-game series. First pitch, 6:40. Michael Wacha on the mound. And if you're looking for somewhere to pregame in the gas lamp, head on over to the Blind Burrow. We're going to be there noon to 6 for another MLB watch party. D. Smith, noon to 3. John and Jim, 3 to 6. Elsewhere in the NL West, D-backs stay hot. They take down the Rockies 5-4. Giants and the Dodgers both had the day off. In the NBA Finals, Denver dominates Game 1, 104-93 over the Heat. Final score ended up being a little closer than the game actually was. Nuggets controlled the whole thing. Nikola Jokic logging another triple-double for the Nuggets. This update was presented by DraftKings. Hour 2 coming up next.
Yeah! Woo! Happy Friday to those who celebrate. It is Big Rich, TD, and Fletch on a Bar Cart Friday, brought to you by Keg and Bottle right here in San Diego and soon to take over the globe.
That's right.
Keg and Bottle has 10 local convenient locations to get your fix. And I will say this, wine, beer, liquor, all distributed by Tony Conja, who will be joining us in studio live in the 8 o'clock hour, along with Kalinga Spirits. He has some Father's Day deals that you got to check out.
Right.
If you haven't been to Keg and Bottle before or kegendbottle.com, you have to go there because enough with, buying dad or, trying to figure out what to buy dad. The
He doesn't want a tie. He doesn't want
the
a tie.
paperweight for the desk. Best dad ever.
Doesn't want
Nobody wants a coffee mug.
Yeah.
You know what I did for my father? And I wish I knew of Keg and Bottle before this one
Liberator sex ramp.
No, that is a wedding present for all of my friends who get married. I'd never got my father the Liberator sex ramp, which reminds me, we just passed Mother's Day, which I think was my conception day.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I'm
Forgot about that.
I'm very curious. I'm very curious about
celebrate.
that day.
That calendar is in the other office.
Mother's Day, 1985-ish.
All the conception dates are still up there. It's just in the other office.
Yeah,
We better move that.
Yeah, we
calendar.
need to get that. Yeah, we would never steal anything for not our office. We've never stolen anything.
No. That's
for
crazy.
Not our office. We
Crazy.
certainly didn't steal a 75-inch television that we were asked to give back.
Still an open box right outside the door.
That's not yours. Yeah. No, we're proud of it though.
Yeah.
you guys
That's mine.
Incriminating us on air.
No, I remember.
I know. We
You were-
brought that from home.
If we ever actually break the law, you guys are in big trouble.
That's also
'Cause
true.
the next day you would just go, "Oh, you guys won't believe what I did yesterday.
Yeah.
Robbed a bank."
High
It's
fives.
Not ideal. I can't really keep anything to myself.
We didn't do that.
When I'm going through the list, the text messages that we've gotten
So good.
from the best type of beer there is, like we listed some of our favorites, like a shower beer was mine. Ben mentioned boat beer or lake beer, any beer on a dock or near a lake.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
The yard beer.
The yard beer. Yard beer is a
about-
good beer.
All the groomsmen outside of a wedding beer.
That's a good one.
Good.
The
It's pretty good.
groomsmen get ready beer
Yeah.
is a solid beer. I'm making a list now. Yardwork beer is a good beer. Boat beer.
Summit beer after a long hike. What about
Summit beer.
I've never had a Summit beer after a long hike. I have had a Summit beer on the top of a snowy mountain, like right
That's
before
cool.
you went snowboarding.
Here's the
Wow.
issue with
Yeah.
the Summit beer, because I have done this. There's a hike in San Luis Obispo that everyone does, and I'm blanking on the name, but it's pretty famous. But when you get to the top, like unless you bring a cooler up to the top, the beer is like medium cold,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of lukewarm beers.
When we
What-
talk specifically golf beer, you said that first beer is your favorite. You know, when I typically have my first beer is on the tee box of the second hole. You know what I
Well,
mean?
that's when you sneak beers onto the course.
Right. Yeah. Because
Oh,
you're
yeah.
away from
Yeah.
you're away from the clubhouse. But the sneaky beer on a golf course might be my favorite beer.
Sneaky beers in general are good beers.
But,
Yeah.
but when you go like in the snow, you jam the beers in the snow,
Oh,
icy cold from the snow.
that's a good
Okay.
point.
I'm
Snow
saying.
beer has just made the
Snow
list,
beer.
my
Snow
friend.
beer.
Which in San Diego, unless you're out in Julian during the dead of the
True,
winter.
that's true. But I mean,
you
maybe
don't really get to experience it. Maybe Big Bear, you know.
Right. That's true.
But a
I
snow
don't know
beer
that
is
I've ever
good
had
beer.
That's not true. I have. We went to Bend, Oregon a couple years ago. And we did
We
that.
did some snow beers.
Well, we were like, screw the fridge. Let's just put it all outside.
Right. Yeah. We'll go
Um,
up to Mammoth. We'll do that.
Which other beers are good beers? I mean, garage beers. Oh my god,
garage beers.
So I don't have a garage, but I have an outside. I have an outside like
garage-esque.
It is. It's like you guys got to come to the house and see what we built off the side of our house. So we wanted to put in like an outdoor shower, but we had nowhere to put it. So we literally built like a hutch for the washer dryer.
Okay. Yeah.
And next to it, we had enough room to sneak in a refrigerator.
You already got water out there.
I can't. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So the shower went off the one side. You got the hutch for the washer dryer, and then this refrigerator, this like beautiful. I built a little plywood platform for it. This beautiful, like tiny ice cold refrigerator that sits in our yard. I can't tell you how many beers I've crushed directly in front of that refrigerator. It's like, all right, one for the house, but one for me. Well, just for the effort.
I'll walk out to the garage to get a beer and just drink it in front of the refrigerator.
913 gets us. Another place that's nice to enjoy cold beers at Islands after enjoying those fresh cut fries.
Oh, that's right. Right.
Sweet Jesus.
Right. 913 also, apparently there must have been some sort of
oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Rich, how do you pronounce
love.
the spirit that's coming in?
Kalinga.
Okay.
Kalinga. Why? What was I calling it?
No, there's no S on it for sure.
No. You got to be careful with that one, because there have been moments in our office. We actually have a bottle of Kalinga in our office, and I remember we gave one away recently to a member of our sales staff, and when she received the bottle, I mispronounced it. She goes, "What are you giving me?" I was like, it's kind of like a mezcal or a tequila. Sorry.
From the 805, fishing beer. Fishing beer is a good beer.
Fishing beer is a good beer. Just in general, fishing beer.
Okay, yeah, fishing beer.
Also, beer in an ice chest where the ice is slightly melted.
Yes.
So when you jam your hand in it, the ice moves around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Cooler beers in general. I'm a big fan of
T-ball beers.
T-ball beers. Any sporting activity beer, like when you're in the sport. Which, by the way, reminds me, at the Jam Center next Wednesday when we do the Hardwood and Balls Classic, the one-on-one tournament between Ben Fletcher and Jonathan Rifkind, are we going to be allowed to bring beers?
I don't think you should ask me that. I think you should ask JD Wickett.
I think that they don't know what's in the Stanley Cup.
I sort of feel like that should be something we do but do not ask.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good call. Because they will say no.
Yeah. So we'll just bring them, and just in case we need them.
Right. Also, do we need a DJ?
Great idea. Yes, we do. The answer is yes, we do.
So
Party people in the house tonight.
So John and Jim are going to be on the air. How much DJ sound can we actually have?
But how great would it sound if in the background it's bam, 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 bam.
And then all of a sudden you just hear Jim say this.
The answer was no.
God, I'm so excited for the Hardwood and Balls Classic.
Oh, yeah.
Next Wednesday, we're going to be broadcasting live on John and Jim.
Yeah. Woo! Unfortunately for John and Jim, we just decided to take over their show.
Yeah.
We're just like, hey, sorry. Do you mind if we borrow your show for the day? And literally both of them were like, yeah, that's cool. That's fine with us.
Right. Okay, good. We also need you at the Jam Center.
They're going to open up the show, and Jim's not going to be there because he's not going to be able to find the Jam Center. But then Jim is going to get there. He's going, huh? What are we doing here? Why are we here for Big Rich, TD, and Fletch? Why is this happening? And John's just going to be like, Jim, shut up.
These guys are a bunch of drunks.
Yeah. I golfed with them once. Worst day of my life. Rushed through 13 holes and then split. So Joe Mazzulla keeps his job. Boston Celtics head coach keeps his job. So now this may sound weird because for anybody who's not an avid NBA fan is thinking to themselves like, okay, first year on the job, you get to the Eastern Conference Finals, you get all the way to Game 7, you lose on your home court, granted, but still you lose to a Miami Heat team that played out of their shoes for the first 3 games. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was a comeback that they almost were able to mount and beat the Heat to enter the finals, but didn't turn out the way they planned. Obviously, City of Boston was not happy with the outcome, and Joe Mazzulla was considered on the chopping block because of the disastrous finish to their season last year. Followed up with this. That's really what it comes down to.
And you came in as the number 1 seed.
Yeah,
I mean, you came in, you were supposed to dominate this thing, and for the most part, I mean, you did. You look like a team that should roll through it. But this shocks me. I'm shocked.
You're shocked that he kept
his job?
Yeah, I'm shocked he kept his job.
I'm shocked that it was even an option for him to lose his job.
Really? But you blew it twice.
Yeah, I get it. It's not even necessarily because you can't account for last year because what's his name again? Ime Udoka.
Yeah.
I always forget how to pronounce his name, but he was the coach last year who got involved in the scandal, and then Joe Mazzulla took over as a result. And as head coach of the Boston Celtics,
incredible regular season, Eastern Conference Finals, Game 7. It was a dud in Game 7, but that coaching job was brilliant to get them to the Game 7.
There's a lot of people who feel though, with a better coach, right? Spoelstra.
How about Jason Tatum doesn't get hurt in Game 7? They probably win Game 7. I think that's what it comes down to for me.
Yeah, listen, that's an argument, and a lot of people will make that argument. Actually, less people than you think will make that argument, but it is an argument. I will say this though. How did you get to a Game 7? What did you blow to get to a Game 7?
The first
Game
4
3 games.
Game 5, Game 6, because you won 3 straight. You were about to sweep the Heat, and then they came back from a 3-0 deficit to force a Game 7. And so that's a big part of this is how did we get here?
Right.
Like, how is it that we're not tipping off in Denver and instead we're all in Cancun?
Yeah, losing the 3 games at home in that series is rough, but it's still, I mean, first year head coach, Eastern Conference Finals, get to a Game 7, 1 game away from the champ or the NBA Finals, like that should deserve a round of applause in my opinion.
Well, to your point,
yeah.
Brad Stevens agrees with you, the general manager, former Boston
coach,
Celtics head coach,
former Butler coach. Do you remember his Final Four run?
That was
crazy.
Sick. Yeah,
that was Gordon Hayward.
He says about his coach, he's a terrific leader. He'll only get better at anything that he can learn from this year because he's constantly trying to learn and he's accountable. So Joe Mazzulla, who took over the team when Coach Ime Udoka was fired for the season in September, apparently has a close relationship with Brad Stevens, a lot of trust in this relationship with his general manager. And Mazzulla, who's 34 years old, is going to keep the job. And like you said, Ben, I mean, this was a 57-25 team in the regular season, a 2 seed out of the Eastern Conference. I mean, high expectations, but for a first year on the job, you can make the argument that was pretty well done. Just a really stunningly poor finish for a team that probably shouldn't have missed out on a finals run.
Their issue is roster related. It's not coach related. Like there's some weird beef between, is it Smart? No, Brown and Tatum. Yeah, Brown and Tatum.
Yep.
And the two of them, like, obviously were kind of out of sync in that Game 7. Again, I still say if Jason Tatum doesn't get hurt on the first play of the game, Celtics probably win that game. 7-6-0. Listening to Big Rich TD and Flesh beer is the way to go.
Ooh,
I think that's our buddy Joe Moon.
Joe Moon. That's
Yeah.
Joe Moon.
It's a solid beer.
Okay. Please drink responsibly.
Yes.
If you're following along here on a Bar Card Friday.
yeah, because we picture like a lot of people just doing what we're doing. It's like, hey, everybody from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. just drinks with their buddies and talks, it's like,
by 8 o'clock, you better be mixing drinks.
yeah, please do drink responsibly. But look, I'm not a big, hey, fire that guy, he's got to go. But I also didn't love the press conferences that he gave throughout the postseason. You get to know a guy in the postseason a little bit better as a coach because everybody is running to Twitter to hear what they have to say, especially after some of the embarrassing losses that they suffered to the hands of the Miami Heat, who just got completely dominated in Game 1 of the series against the Nuggets here. But yeah, it was a little bit like Belichickian is the way I would describe a lot of his answers.
Was it in Boston?
Yeah, but at the same token, like, you're not Belichick. Like, when they're asking, hey, so you guys had you struggled from 3-point land, and then in the second half, you just continue to throw up threes, and I think you shot 17%. What was the game plan there? It was just like, man, we just missed shots. And then there would be silence. and then they moved on.
That's true.
They were trying, like, I mean, the members of the media in Boston who typically don't do this were actually trying to throw him lifelines. They were saying things like, hey, so strategically, what were some of the adjustments that you made at halftime, to counter some of the things, obviously, with the Tatum injury? No changes. We just got outplayed. It's like, ooh, okay. So no changes at halftime. It was going sideways at halftime. No change. Like it was just a little weird.
Part of that though is you're done. You're angry.
Yeah.
I mean, you're trying to answer questions as nicely as possible. At the same time, you're like, I don't want to be here to answer them. So this is the answer you're going to get.
So now, last night, game 1, Heat Nuggets. Do you guys think that it was more of, well, the Heat just got out of this super emotional 7-game series. Nuggets have been resting for a while. They're at home. They've been game planning for this for a while. Probably were planning more for the Heat than they were for the Celtics this whole time because the Heat had the 3-0 lead. So they were assuming that it was going to be the Heat till it got to a game 7. It was crazy. But do you think that was a fact of, well, the Heat have just been playing nonstop and the Nuggets have been off? They're well rested, have a good game plan, or are the Nuggets actually that much better than the Heat?
Well, the Nuggets just do what they did. I don't think that. I think the strategy, especially offensively, would have been the same regardless of they were playing the Celtics or the Heat.
Because physically they are so much stronger than either of those teams.
I mean, it's just Jokic, man. Like the offense, if you can't stop Nikola Jokic, you cannot stop the Nuggets. And last night the plan was we're going to feature our big man. He's going to get his. He earned his 9th triple-double of the postseason, which is absolutely absurd.
He's averaging a triple-double in the postseason.
I mean, the guy is unstoppable. And so that was the game plan, is like, hey, we're going to do what we do. If they can stop it, well, then we'll react in game 2.
You ready for a stat from last night? I'm not going to tell you what the category is. I'm going to tell you the stat.
Okay, let me hear the stat.
2 against 20. Miami Heat had 2. Denver Nuggets had 20.
It's not rebounds. Oh, free throws.
Free throws.
Yeah.
Miami Heat shot 2 free throws last night.
Wow. It felt lopsided. It was 20
They
to
shot
2.
2 free throws last night.
I'm not saying I don't believe you, but I'm going to go to the box score right now because that is, oh my God, you're absolutely right. Yeah. The Nuggets were 16 of 20. The Heat made their only 2 free throws awarded last night.
How does that happen in an NBA game? It doesn't happen unless something is up.
That's weird, man. I don't get it. I don't know how you could so poorly officiate a game to have it that lopsided. I mean, are you telling me that the Nuggets played that clean of a game? I mean, it's impossible.
They play a physical brand of basketball also.
Right.
And it's not like the Heat were like just backing off. No, the Heat were working their asses off yesterday. They didn't have everything. There was a very poor shooting night. But it's not
Jimmy
like the
Butler
Heat were just
struggled.
not playing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's a stat that you would get if a team just gives up and dies. I did not get that vibe at all from the Heat yesterday.
But did you get the vibe they were tired?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And when you're bad shooting, like the first thing that goes is legs in basketball, especially, and they were not shooting the ball well at all. I don't expect this is how the whole series is going to look, by the way. This is not going to be a sweep of the Nuggets where the Heat just kind of roll over and die. I think this probably goes 6 or 7 games, but that disparity in free throws is so mind-blowing and so utterly despicable.
Yeah, it just seems impossible.
Like if it was 2 free throws against 4 free throws, fine, you let them play. But 2 against 20, like there's something up.
I will say this though, the Heat, they are now over in this postseason, winning their opening game. Outside of, well, actually, even in the play-in, I think they lost the first one before they won and got in.
They
beat
won
the
their
Celtics
opening
in
against
game
Celtics.
They took a 3-0 lead against the Celtics.
That's right.
Wait, let me think.
Celtics, they went up 3-0.
Oh, no, you know what? I might have it backwards.
Now
Now that I'm thinking about it, no, they are 3-0 in openers. They've been really successful in openers. Yeah, you're right, because they beat the Celtics in the open. Yeah, no, they've been good against the Knicks. They got the opening win. Yeah,
so this was their first opening loss.
This was their first opening loss. You're absolutely right. Which, by the way, I mean, favors the team that wins. It's 70%. 70% of the time, the team that wins the opening game of the finals wins the finals. So,
makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, because look, I mean, you don't want to have a giveaway game, especially either way, whether you're on your home court or you're on the road. You want to try to win every single game. Obviously, it's the finals. You're not saving yourself for any other series.
You want to split on the road. You want to win all your games at home.
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing.
But yesterday's game gave me no confidence that they're going to take game 2. What's that, Sunday?
No,
Sunday.
tomorrow.
No, it's Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday. June 4th, they'll have tip off of game 2. It'll be back in Denver, and it's going to be look, it's going to be more of the same, I think, unless the Miami Heat find a way to stop Nikola Jokic. I mean, because when you deal with him, the unfortunate reality is, oh, by the way, then there's Murray running around and making shots. He scored 26 last night too.
That's incredible.
I mean, this team is. I'm not going to say they're unstoppable. Look, I feel like for example, a better Lakers team, whatever that might be, but like a LeBron and an AD, they might have been able to find a way if they had a third piece to beat the Nuggets, but not
named
this year.
D'Angelo Russell, who can't make a shot.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. You need legitimately 3 stars to face this team, and none of the teams the Nuggets play have legitimately 3 stars.
760, that first beer after you get the house to yourself.
That's pretty good.
Solid.
That is a good
You
beer.
put on a Western movie, you sit down, maybe you made yourself some steak and
Western
potatoes.
movie.
Yeah. You pick like the genre that you absolutely cannot watch with your wife.
Exactly.
1,000,000%.
Anything with Clint Eastwood in it,
right.
basically.
619, that first beer after a long day of work. How about that first beer during a long day of work?
When
That's true too.
when Sarah and I first got married, we had a picture of Clint Eastwood that I had framed up in our living room. She made me get rid of it. It was awesome, man.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
Every picture of Clint Eastwood has ever taken is awesome. It's unfortunate that women, they just hate him. They just absolutely hate him.
What's up with that? He's a national treasure.
The guy, I mean, you ever see, was it Gran Torino?
Oh, come
Good
on.
That is a
flick.
good movie.
That is a great
You're
flick.
talking Westerns, though. I mean, one, he's king of the spaghetti Westerns.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
So,
Out in Italy, they shot those 3, oh, God.
It was
Dirty
Good, the
Harry.
bad, the ugly. Dirty Harry was out there.
Not
right?
Dirty Harry. Dirty
That
Harry.
was in the United States?
Yeah, that wasn't a Western.
No,
But
that wasn't. Yeah,
yeah,
he played a
Good, Bad, and
PI.
the Ugly, Fistful of Dollars, and 2 Mules for Sister Sarah.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
My grandfather loved the Westerns.
Wait, Dirty Harry wasn't a Western movie?
No, Dirty Harry.
Which one's the one where you feeling lucky? Well, do you?
There's Dirty Harry.
That's Dirty Harry.
That's not a Western.
Yeah.
I mean, I've actually seen that movie. I thought it was a Western.
I remember a cowboy hat.
I mean, maybe it was out west, but it wasn't a Western.
It's on the west side of Chicago.
Dirty Harry the cowboy.
Tell you what, if you're a cowboy, you're gonna spend a lot of time on your feet.
Right.
And if you're going to spend a lot of time on your feet, especially wearing cowboy boots, you might want to get yourself some Good Feet Store arch supports. They've got so many benefits. I mean, we've talked about this a lot today, but if you want to get your hands on some Good Feet Store arch supports, it's as simple as this. Go to a local store, walk in there. After you set your appointment, you're going to sit down with somebody who understands exactly what your needs are specific to your feet. You're going to get test fitted. You're going to get I love this part. They have you stand on an ink pad, and then they have you stand on this measurement paper where they're able to get an idea of where you put all your pressure when you're standing, when you're walking. It's really impressive stuff. They've got all 4 arches of your feet. A lot of people think you only have 1 arch. You don't. You have 4 arches under your feet protected with these arch supports. So get into a Good Feet store, especially if you have any hip pain, knee pain, lower back pain, foot pain. They're going to get you right at one of their 200 locations across the U.S. and overseas, 30 years of experience. So get to a Good Feet store today. All right, coming up next, we have an awesome giveaway, 4-pack of tickets to SeaWorld, 844-570-1360. That's 844-570-1360. We got a little tailgate trivia, SeaWorld tickets coming up next.
We got a 4-pack of tickets to SeaWorld San Diego. Giving them away with a little tailgate trivia coming up next.
This update is presented by DraftKings. Starting off here with the NBA Finals. Denver dominates game one, 104-93 over the Heat. Final score ended up being a little closer than the game actually was. Nuggets dominated the whole thing. And surprise, surprise, Nikola Jokic, another triple-double for the Nuggets there. The offense came alive yesterday for the Padres. They beat the Marlins 10-1 on getaway day in Miami. That ends the 9-game road trip. They end up going 5 for 4 in it. They're back on the diamond tonight. First pitch, 6:40 at Petco Park. Michael Wacha taking on the Cubs. And if you're looking for somewhere to pregame in the gas lamp, head over to the Blind Burrow. We're going to be there from noon to 6 for another MLB watch party. Elsewhere in the NL West, D-backs stay hot, beating the Rockies 5-4. Giants, Dodgers both had the day off. This update was presented by DraftKings.
It's Big Rich, Chidi, and Fletch, San Diego Sports 760 on a Bar Cart Friday, brought to you by Keg and Bottle, 10 locations all throughout San Diego. You know what's great about Keg and Bottle is you don't just go there and pick up a bottle. It's kind of an experience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just a cool place to go.
My favorite location, without question, was the K&B Bistro Keg and Bottle combo that's out there in Del Cerro. I used to live in Del Cerro when I first moved to San Diego, and we would go to K&B Bistro. In fact, that's the first restaurant we ever took our oldest son to because it was walking distance. So I remember one time it was a stroller trip down this big hill to K&B Bistro.
Go to the liquor store.
And actually,
come on, son.
To be perfectly honest with you, we sat down and we had the meal and I'm just like, you know what we need? We need to refresh the wine and daddy needs some bourbon. So guess what got stuck under the stroller on the walk back?
Right.
I took mom and dad there a couple weeks ago to K&B Bistro.
Yeah.
And like we were at the table and all of a sudden my dad just gets up and we assume he's going to the bathroom. Like 10 minutes later, we're like, where the hell is this guy? He was just walking around the like ladder area, you know, where he was
the tall 20-foot shelves.
He was just staring all the way at the top shelf.
How can you not? How can you not? Also, apparently it's National Donut Day again.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. So Randy's Donuts, they're going to be stopping by, bringing us some donuts. Today, they will be giving away one free classic donut to every customer that comes through the door. No purchase required. It is Friday. There's some game show music. We got to do a giveaway.
You're darn right we do. And it's SeaWorld tickets. We will get to that in just a moment. But first, we have to meet our listener contestant. who is going to be vying for the great prize. Jose joins the show on Big Rich, TD, and Fletch this morning. Jose, man, how you doing?
Good morning, guys. I'm watching you guys on YouTube right now.
Yeah.
Smiling
Oh,
faces in our places.
If you have a camera, we could bring you on board.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Man.
Next time we'll get you a link.
That's right.
In the meantime, Jose, are you confident to play basketball edition of Tailgate Trivia this morning?
Confident, no, but willing to do it.
Yes,
Okay.
that's good.
Okay.
Good,
Willingness
good.
is half the battle.
That's our show motto. Confident, no, but willing to do it.
You're damn right.
With like stupid confidence. Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
All
That's right. We're doing basketball edition 1. Yeah, whatever, NBA Finals. But the Hardwood and Balls Classic coming up in just, what are we, 5 days away now?
Yeah, we're within striking distance.
Is that it?
Yeah, 5
I
days.
should probably try to get in shape.
Well, we tried yesterday.
We did that yesterday.
We'll be
solid.
releasing those videos
I was
later.
going to say a solid 45 minutes, but it was more like 7 collective total minutes in a 45-minute span.
It's like a game of football, though. Even though it's 3 hours, it's only like 11 minutes of physical activity.
Right.
It's just really hard and heavy physical activity, just like what Ben went through yesterday. But Jose, it's your opportunity to shine. So without further ado, we're going to ask you your first basketball trivia question. We'll start here. Jose, where is the Pro Basketball Hall of Fame? Is it in A, Springfield, Massachusetts, or B, Bakersfield, California? Ooh, are we?
I'm going to go with Massachusetts.
Good.
You got it.
Almost ran it. The clock was ticking. Clock was ticking, Jose.
We were nervous for you.
Were you trying to use the Google or
Were you Googling?
just really thinking?
Get your hands off your
Yeah.
Googler.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your hands off the Googler.
I was having a little delay, but I got it.
Okay, good.
Just a
Good.
quick brain
Good,
fart.
good.
No
All
big
right.
deal.
All right. So you're 1-0. You got to get 2 out of the next 5 here. Is that 2 out of the next 4 to win?
There you
That
go.
confused me. So here we go. Question number 2, Jose. What were the original baskets made of when basketball was first invented? Is it A, peach baskets, or B, fishing nets?
What was A?
Peach baskets.
Peach.
Wow.
Did it?
Wow.
How about that?
Jose,
How about that?
not answering with
Unbelievable.
confidence, but
Yeah.
answering willingly.
Yeah. And it's working out. You're 2-0, man.
This is incredible.
You got to get
you
one
know-
more here.
Okay,
The best beer in the morning is after winning tailgate trivia. So
No,
Wow.
you know what?
It's a big compliment.
You're damn right, Jose.
That's a
That's
big compliment.
that's worth a half a point. That
Jose-
means you got to
Jose.
get another half point and you win.
Other than the victory beer, right? That you possibly could be enjoying after your next correct answer. What is the best beer? Like I profess that my love for a shower beer, it almost knows no equal. We discussed garage beers. Ben was talking about lake beers or golf beers. Like, what's the best beer for you, Jose?
well, I always enjoy doing after I cut grass in front lawn and back lawn. I'm exhausted. And I just crack one open in the garage. So I guess I do after lawn and in garage.
Yeah,
beer.
I feel like that's the yard beer.
That's a yard beer
That's a
right
yard
there.
beer.
That is
Yeah.
a yard beer.
Nah,
Just
I feel
covered.
that.
You got the Brooks Walkers covered in cut grass.
green, man. They were once white.
Yeah.
You wore them out. Now they're your yard shoes.
They were once white and then they turned gray from the soot and dirt from the road. And you were
Yep.
like, well, I don't want to throw them away. They still got some life in them. They're yard shoes
Those
now.
are the ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe there's a little flippity flappy in the front
Yeah.
from the rubber. Yeah, that's fine.
You could duct tape that down.
Yeah. 100%.
All right.
100%. Jose, well, here you go. Your next question, you get this one right, you're winning those SeaWorld tickets. Who invented, is that the right one?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Who invented the game of
Is
basketball?
that half a Coors Light?
No, drunk Travis is good, Travis.
I'm not drunk. I just couldn't remember because I thought, oh, Rich is definitely going to read this one. And then I'm
Sorry.
like, did he read it already?
I forgot it was my turn to read. To be honest.
Okay, well, here we go. Who invented the game of basketball? A, James Naismith?
Naismith.
Yeah, I did that. I knew that. B, Dr. J, James Johnson.
Well, I would have said Fletch. You could put him in there, but I'm going to go with A.
Three down.
Wait a second. Did you give it away on the video?
No, Travis gave it away.
I did. Why?
Naismith?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
corrected him. Like it's obviously Naismith.
I
You
thought-
know,
I thought it was
the inventor of basketball.
It was just a made-up name. It's too many vowels together.
Jose, you're going to be able to jump on the snowmobile-style roller coaster and feel the thrills of an icy mission with the all-new Arctic Rescue at SeaWorld San Diego. You're going to hold on tight for 3 different launches packed with twists and turns the whole family are going to be talking about. That's coming soon to SeaWorld. So are you, Jose. You just won the family 4-pack. How you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling great, man. Like I got a graduation today too, so that'll be a good little prize there. So I appreciate it.
Nice.
Free
Hey, you know what?
graduation beers.
Yeah.
Graduation beers.
Yeah, cheers to, is it one of yours graduating?
Yeah, my 6th grader, Sophia.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Congrats.
Well, congrats to that. Moving on to the 7th grade. Big time. Well,
Good jump.
congrats to Sophia. Congrats to Jose. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. How about
Hang on
that?
the line there.
Jose nailed it. I mean, honestly, it sounded like he's never actually seen the game of basketball before.
Those might have been the easiest questions ever. Not because like the questions, like if you were just to ask the question open ended, it would be hard.
Yeah.
But the multiple choice part of it made them really easy. Like the basket or the free throws one.
I didn't
We
know
didn't
that
read it, but it's on there. Steph
knew
Curry
that?
or Shaquille O'Neal.
You knew it?
Duh, Shaq is like the worst free throw shooter of all time.
Whoa, whoa,
But no,
whoa,
the
but hang on.
all-time leader in free throws made in a single season.
I know it's not Shaq, it's Steph Curry.
That's wrong.
That's wrong. The answer is Shaq.
Shaq did not make the most free throws in a
Yeah.
single NBA
Yes.
season. BS.
Yes.
No
Want to know
chance.
why? Want to know why? Because back in the day, the only way you could stop Shaq is to get him to the free throw line. It was called Hack-a-Shaq. In the 90s, it was actually.
I know that Hack-a-Shaq was a thing, but
Yeah.
no way he made enough of them to be the most.
You have no idea how much time he spent at the line. You have no, oh, dude, I'm telling you, they had to change the rules of basketball because of Shaquille O'Neal. It was nauseating to watch Shaq play because anytime he got his hands on the ball, instead of just letting him elevate and dunk, they would just hack at him and send him to the line. He would make 50% of his free throws and he would take 1,000,000 of them. It made Orlando Magic's games unwatchable at a certain point, and then they had to change the rules. So yeah, Shaq is the all-time leader.
Wow.
Single season.
Are you looking it up?
I don't believe
I
you.
love how he, like Ben, will so
He is
confidently.
the worst free throw shooter like the history of the game.
I know,
Look, I
but
took
that's
this-
unrelated. I was gonna say I love the confidence that you'll say things with and being completely
You ready
wrong.
for this? He
Yeah.
attempted 11,252 free throws in his career. He made only 5,935, which is a career 52.7 free throw percentage.
But think about that first number you stated.
11,000
When
free
you get that
throws.
many opportunities, it's absurd.
19 years, over 11,000 free throws.
If you want to laugh, watch, like, there are montages people have made Shaq over the years shooting free throws. It never got better. It was almost, he would have had more luck if he just like did soccer throw-ins just
Oh.
behind the head and just
He had
heaved
no
them.
arc.
He
It
had
was just-
zero arc.
It was just straight at the rim.
There were times where the ball on its way would, the bottom of the ball would skim the top of the rim and somehow clang iron and then just drop.
Yeah.
And people were like, how did that even make it over
Because
the
somehow
hoop?
it would hit the back of the rim and almost pop straight up.
Yeah.
Like it was bizarre.
He was terrible at the line.
Hmm.
This is not like the 7-footers of today. It is nothing like it. Shaq never learned.
no.
Shaq really didn't
Hey,
practice.
Turns out he did okay.
Yeah. He
I
made
mean,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's fine, which that means you have hope, Fletch.
Yeah, dude. You actually probably
Awesome.
are a better free throw shooter than Shaquille O'Neal.
I know for a fact I'm a better free throw shooter.
What
than
was your
Shaq.
percentage?
I don't know what my percentage was, but I didn't miss a whole lot.
We need you to go outside and take 11,000 free throws.
But you have to do them with no ball because
Got it.
you know Coach Rich's rule. We don't train with a ball. We do not train with a ball.
I was the guy,
we
like,
need a ball.
If there was a technical foul in a game in high
God
school,
damn it, Coach Dale. I told you we don't train with a ball.
When I signed up for this, I was told balls.
That's true. It's a part of the name.
Hardwood and balls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Seth,
we didn't have one, so we trade without.
Seth, I'll tell you right now, that's a mistake a lot of coaches are making out there. I cannot wait to release this
can't
training
either.
video.
Oh, it's so great.
So if Jimmy Butler wasn't your favorite basketball or basketball player already, He will be, because he's doing something that's going to change the game for everyone. That's next. So Jimmy Butler, I mean, he's the man. It's very hard to find a cooler cat than Jimmy. I saw a video of the Miami Heat superstar who had a quiet night, by the way, in game 1 in Denver against the Nuggets. But the Heat overall.
You're not winning if Jimmy Butler only scores 13.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Heat overall did not play well. None of them. Caleb Martin, Bam Adebayo, nobody played well. But you got Jimmy. There's video of him recently on a college campus, and everybody's mobbing him, and they're taking pictures and photos and videos, and he's just like, shouldn't you all be in effing school? I mean, there's just certain people who always know what to say, and he just seems to be that guy. I love the fact that when they won the Eastern Conference Championship, he refused to hold the trophy, and you can read his lips. He says, "I'll hold the next one." I thought that was so cool.
Awesome.
You
Yeah,
know,
I mean, come on. That is awesome.
he filed for a trademark. Do you want to know what the trademark is?
What's the trademark?
Himmy Buckets.
Yes.
Himmy Buckets is
Yes.
going to be his trademark.
Hang
So
on. Let me look it up here.
yeah, let's see.
Okay, let's see. File trademark.
about this?
Oh my gosh, he's got all kinds. Himmy Buckets is going to be on all kinds of stuff.
Coffee, beer, soda, bottled water, clothing, and coffee cups.
So he's going to put out Himmy Buckets coffee?
I hope so.
Dude, he's like
I am so in.
he's a coffee expert. He has a whole setup in the locker room. Remember during the bubble, it was like guys couldn't go to coffee shops, and so he was making coffee for everyone, and charging like $20 a cup.
Yeah, I forgot all about this.
Here's the trademark. It was filed on May 24th. It includes coffee cups, teacups, mugs, clothing, non-alcoholic beverages, namely beverages flavored with coffee, beverages flavored with teas, sodas in the nature of carbonated beverages, seltzer water, bottled water, alcoholic beverages, namely beer.
What's also funny is you think of a guard, in the NBA, they're not the tallest guys on the court, but when you see him standing next to a coffee machine, because I remember watching Instagram one time, like a reel or a video that he put out where he's making a cup of coffee. Like coffee cups look so completely tiny in his hands.
Right.
And he's got to bend over like all the way over to make this cup of coffee at a normal counter height.
Yeah, but it looks like it's miniature. It's a miniature cup, a miniature coffee maker, espresso machine.
Yeah, he's playing with his daughter's tea set, but he was making a killer cup of coffee, and apparently he wants his name all over it. I had no idea that he was a connoisseur in that way, though. That is news to me. But Himmy Buckets, be on the lookout for that brand coming to a store near you.
It's happening here in studio right now.
Yeah, things are going on.
Things are going down.
We have Tony Kanja, Keg and Bottles, drop by as usual on a Bar Cart Friday, brought to you by Keg and Bottle. Tony, how you doing this morning?
Woo, feeling good, baby.
Okay,
Yeah, that's good.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
good.
got a Padres victory last night or yesterday.
Huge.
10-1 win. And also we have our friends from Kalinga setting up here.
Yeah.
Can't wait to
we got Ramon, we got Josh setting up a bar right now, and our buddy Craig.
back again.
Yeah, back again. We are getting ready to go to Mexico, I think, Craig.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, done.
Flights are booked.
Yeah.
Flights are booked.
It's all happening. It's all happening.
Okay, before we run, and literally run, before you run, you're gonna have to get to the Good Feet store. The Good Feet store has changed my life. You put in these arch supports into your shoes, whatever footwear you wear, you're gonna wake up every morning feeling a little bit better than the day before. I used to have a lot of back pain, low back pain, left over from my NFL career, knee pain, hip pain, you name it, foot pain. It virtually has eliminated all the pain that I feel. You could try your own free fitting and test walks at a Good Feet store near you. These arch supports are precision fit to your personal needs, your lifestyle, your profession, your footwear. You got to go in there. Me and Ben and Travis, we went in months ago. Actually, I have one of my arch supports destroyed by a neighbor's dog we were watching, so I'm going to need to get one of those replaced.
You know what, though?
Because you shouldn't just wear one, by the way.
Yeah, right. But going into the Good Feet store, you get a little pampering.
Yeah.
You feel pretty good.
It's
Your
nice.
foot goes on the massager.
And I told them already, I'm like, when I go to redo that set, I want to go through the whole experience
The
again.
whole thing, start over.
Like, I don't want you to just give me the art support.
Right.
I want to sit down and do the whole thing. I want to do the test walk on the catwalk. It's a lot of fun, actually. You could go with a friend, go with your wife. Actually, that's one of the things that I want to do is get Annie on this too. because she's a former athlete as well. Anyways, the Good Feet store, 200 locations all over the U.S., overseas, 30 years of experience. It's the only place to go to get a great foot solution. The Good Feet store. All right, coming up next, Bar Cart Friday begins. Woo! Yeah!
All right, it's hour 3. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. This update presented by Staples Store. Starting off here with the Padres. The offense came alive yesterday. Padres smashed the Marlins 10-1 on getaway day in Miami. For the first time in his career, Fernando Tatis Jr., 3 doubles in one game. One of them was a bases-loaded clearing double as Nando racked up 4 ribbies in the game. Padres back home today, taking on the Cubs. First pitch, 6:40. Michael Wacha going to be on the mound. And if you're looking for somewhere to pregame in the gas lamp, head on over to the Blind Burro. We'll be there from noon to 6 for another MLB watch party elsewhere in the NL West. D-backs stay hot. They took down the Rockies 5-4. Giants, Dodgers both had the day off. NBA Finals, Nuggets win game 1, 104-93. Jokic racked up another triple-double. During Staples Small Business Deal Days, you save 50% when you buy any combination of 5 or more boxes, mailers, and shipping tubes. Offer ends July 1st. Exclusions do apply. Not valid in Concord, New Hampshire. Prices may vary. Keep your business running tight and save at Staples.
Yeah! Good morning and happy Friday, a Bar Car Friday brought to you by Keg and Bottle right here on Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. We are absolutely thrilled to have some old friends back, some new friends in store to introduce to everybody out there watching or listening this morning. Again, if you want to watch Big Rich, TD, and Fletch on YouTube Live, on Twitter Live every single morning from now on, we've got the tools, we got the technology, and we have Tony Conju, who's brought in our good friend Craig, who's joining us on microphone once again. Nice to see you again. I think it's been since before Cinco de Mayo that the last we saw you, Craig. How you doing this morning?
Doing awesome. So good to be back here.
Yeah,
so
man.
Good to be amongst friends and at home.
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. Glad to have you back home. How about you do this? I would love for you to make introductions and explain to us exactly what we're going to be doing today, because we have 3 bottles of what looks to be one of the most beautiful and ornate labeled spirits in front of us. We've had a sample in the past, but this time we got the real deal. We have several bottles of Kalinga in front of us.
I'm gonna try to swing the camera around as we talk as well. So,
yeah, that'd be perfect.
Maybe I can. I don't know. Whatever. If I go mobile with it, I don't know if that's easier. Yeah.
Travis might be our roving cameraman.
It happens. And luckily, I have 2 feet of cord.
So a little intro. Kalinga. We've got Ramon.
Talking to Mike.
Oh, awesome. We got Ramon Rivera here from Kalinga. He's the GM of the company. Been with the company since it started in 2009. And we've got Josh Allen.
Boom.
He's on the drink, right?
That's right.
He's making the drinks.
I'm on the field. Dating Haley Steinfeld.
That's
The
right.
Josh Allen.
Yeah, the Josh Allen. Dating, yeah. He's like, yeah, it happens.
Yeah. I don't know what to say, man. I'm just gonna
He moonlights as the Buffalo Bills quarterback.
That's right.
But he spends most of his days with us. There he is. Look
at
at
a
that handsome
hefty
devil.
5'9".
Yeah.
Keeping it locked down.
Well, he's like 6 feet in cleats. But Ramon Rivera joining us as well.
Swing that around again.
General manager, partner with Kalinga, and we were just catching up. I got to know you a little bit here, Ramon, at break. I mean, this is an unbelievable, first of all, label. Like I almost primarily choose wine bottles and liquor by the label.
Yeah.
And if this was sitting in front of me at eye level in a store, I'd be like, well, that's coming home with me.
Oh.
So who's
Without a doubt.
responsible for the artwork?
It's a lot of people involved.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people. And first of all, we're real excited and thankful that you guys invite us to your program. And we just hope give some new information about Canora to a lot of people here in San Diego or wherever you guys are. But Canora has a long story, man. It's been produced for more than 300 years. Actually, it was
300 years.
Yeah, it was actually bigger than tequila and mezcal at the time.
So Bacanora is a liquor. It's a spirit.
It's an agave spirit.
It's
yeah.
an agave spirit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But-
it predates tequila.
The thing is that it was banned. It was banned by government for almost 80 years. So that's
Wow.
when all the thing about tequila started going like crazy up, and then came mezcal. So the only thing that why we call Bacanora is because it's produced in Sonora, in our state.
Oh, I got
So
you.
yeah, if you talk about tequila, probably it's Jalisco for sure, mezcal Oaxaca, and if you want to talk about Bacanora, it's Sonora.
See, in the whiskey world, they do that where, like, in order to be a Kentucky straight bourbon, it's got to come from Kentucky. Like,
Exactly.
if it's made outside there, you can't call it a bourbon. You call it a whiskey. If we're talking about a single malt spirit, a whiskey, you can't call it Scotch unless it's made in Scotland.
Exactly.
So a Bacanora has to be made in Sonora,
yeah,
in order to be called a Bacanora.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. I'm trying to put all these puzzle pieces
Now,
together.
what's the difference in the flavor profile from a Bacanora versus tequila versus mezcal?
Basically, the main difference is the kind of weather that we have, because we are in the desert. So it's soil, heat, cold, all that natural things really affects the plant, and that's the reason that it comes with so many different notes. The way to produce it, it's very similar like a mezcal, very 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 similar. So it's basically of course the hard work that our maestro does, that is his name is Rodrigo. I hope he will be here in a future show.
Yeah. We'd love to meet him.
Yeah, but he does incredible things, and I mean, I hope you have the opportunity to try it right now.
Yeah, let's do it.
All
right, so it looks like Tony Conja poured us up the Blanco.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we're going to walk through 3 expressions. The first one is the Blanco. We're going to go into the Silvestre, which means it's handpicked, it's wild, and then we'll end with the Reposado. So we'll taste it neat, and then from there we'll have some drinks from
the Blanco. The Blanco left me.
Wow.
Here we go.
It's
got a hell of a nose.
It's good on the nose.
I mean, Benny's already in it.
It's got a hell of a mouth too. Oh, that's really nice.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I love
Thank
this
you.
so much.
Thank you.
Oh wait, was I supposed
it?
I drank it all.
For the record, he didn't sip.
Yeah.
I did
Or
not
swirl.
Dude,
Or
I
spit.
really have a
That's-
I can't remember the rules. The Blanco's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Man,
Holy
it's,
cow. Let's see what the bottle says. It says in smell, aromatic, smoky, sweet, earthy notes, in taste, bold, toasted caramel, and minerals that linger on the palate without overpowering.
The smoke and the caramel are very forward.
Right. The smokiness, it almost kind of feels like you took me on a trip to go where this is being made, and I walked into like a wood floor, cedar lined room.
It's a humidor.
Yeah,
it reminds me of like the first puff of a cigar, where you got that the aftertaste where you're really tasting it. Your taste buds don't get burnt off. This is unbelievably tasty.
Actually,
Fantastic.
that it's made with agave that is actually 10 to 12-year old.
Oh, wow.
So it's basically the mature. It's the time when the agave say, I either reproduce or I die.
Wow. Okay.
So we cut.
It's funny you mention that. That's where I'm at in my own life right now.
I said it at 20.
Yeah. Travis got started earlier than all of us.
You have to get. So what we do is we cut the quiote.
Yeah.
And that's how it's made, the Blanco. So Blanco, it's not like tequila Blanco. Blanco in Bacanora, it really takes you 10 to 12 years to come up with a bottle. So it's.
Can I ask a serious question?
Sure.
So 10 to 12 years, you have to wait for this agave to mature enough to make this spirit. I mean, what are you doing? Well, I mean, you have a decade plus to wait.
Right.
So you're just like, well, I guess we'll just go and we'll check out the agave again today.
Starbucks is hiring.
Dude, he is at like level 4,000 on Candy Crush.
Right.
You got a lot of crossword puzzles in the past. Like, how do you so before the distilling process, you have all this work to do in the fields growing the agave.
Yes.
I mean, I'm being honest. Like, did you start out as like a farmer? Like,
Yeah, totally.
Oh, wow.
We didn't have Rodrigo didn't have any idea about finishing distilling and becoming a maestro mezcalero. Never.
So because even before you can cut one agave, you have to wait 7 years.
Yeah, at least.
So he had 7 years to figure out how to distill.
Exactly.
Okay, all right.
So I had a little practice maybe in the
it also it has a lot of to do with all the ban thing. When it was banned, the Bacanora, it was used like you can say like probably a moonshine. It's could be.
Yeah.
It was illegal, so people and
It was still being produced.
It
but
was
just
very, very strong.
yeah. Oh,
liquid.
got it.
So people that tried Bacanora like 10, 20 years ago, they don't have like a good
We call those hillbillies in the United States. They're in the Appalachia and they're getting hammered off of bathtub gin.
Those are my people.
Yeah. I mean, that's where Travis comes from. No, I mean, but that's like, so you're saying, so this was like a black market, off the grid, underground operation because was it the Sonoran government or the Mexican government?
It was the Sonora government.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
And they said no
they
distilleries.
said no. There are a few lines that could be possible with the reason why, but really it doesn't. We don't know why, but it was banned for almost 80 years. Yeah. Wow.
Ramon,
wow.
You're gonna sit down. You're gonna watch a Padre game.
Of course.
Is this what you pour in a glass right here and just sip that neat?
This is like our baby. Blanco was the first distill that the maestro came up with.
Yeah. Okay.
So Blanco is his favorite for sure.
Okay.
Because it was his first.
Yeah.
Yeah. His Blanco. First. So this you have to wait 10 to 12 years to make the Blanco.
Totally.
Wow. Good Lord, man. That is such commitment.
Yes.
And is this, even though it's a Bacanora and not a tequila, am I still going to have the overwhelming desire to take my shirt off?
Of course.
That is my favorite part of tequila.
Yeah, of course. I didn't see here on the label. It didn't say it. Yeah.
The thing is that what the maestro really wanted to bring to consumers and to the U.S., it's like a new way to experience an agave spirit.
Yeah.
I mean, when you sip it, it's not that alcoholic or that overwhelming. In your mouth, and then you start feeling like in a certain way the heat.
Yeah, the warmth.
The warmth.
Yeah,
exactly. So that's the purpose. Like it doesn't necessarily need to be like a hard shot. The way that you drink, you can sip it. You can enjoy it.
All right, Ramon.
People like to do that. I know.
You're laying it on pretty thick. I get it. All right, I'm a barbarian.
This is an intervention, Rich. That's why everyone's here today.
Everybody brought letters, right?
Yeah, Craig said it. He's like, all right, I'm gonna pour. We're gonna do 3 rounds of this. You're gonna have 3 selections, and so this is the first one we'll sip. And as soon as he said the word sip, Rich's was already gone.
2 things you need to know about me. 1, I love drinking Bacanora. 2, I am not a good listener. So that's exactly the reason why. So I mean, just experiencing this, what can you do with by the way, we're talking with Ramon Rivera, who's the general manager partner of Kalinga Bacanora, which is a spirit very similar to tequila, made in the Sonora area of Mexico, in studio with us. Like, I mean, can you use it the same way you use a tequila? Like, I mean, you mix drink, like, because drinking it neat, by the way, or shooting it.
What? I mean, that's still pretty neat.
Goes pretty good.
Wow.
I was just about to ask, like, what cocktails you make.
And then here they are. Gosh, Tony Kanja.
This is incredible.
Josh, frantically behind the scenes here, if you turn the camera around, you should have seen the arms waving like, no, I don't want that one. No, get that over here. Yeah.
Josh, so you do you make what is this? What'd you just serve us?
What'd you just make it?
It's just a Kalinga margarita.
A Kalinga margarita.
Just gotta keep it easy, keep it straightforward.
Yeah. If you want to turn that mic just a little bit towards your mouth.
Right here.
Yeah. You can bend it too. Whatever.
That's
you
a
like.
sweet spot.
Oh,
yeah.
It is good. Who tasted? I heard sipping.
Sorry.
Nice.
What's going on? It was delicious.
Is it gone yet?
Supposed to do this together.
I'm sorry. Okay, Josh. Sorry, margaritas.
Jeez.
You were saying?
I don't know what I was saying.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, it's a Kalinga
You
margarita.
watching what I got going on over here while you guys are talking?
You got a lot going on.
Yeah, you are frantically trying to make 40 of these.
Exactly. This is a standard margarita, but we're doing it with Kalinga Bacanora, so you get a much smokier feel.
Okay,
the actual thing, but
all right.
it's beautiful.
Okay, we're gonna take a little sip here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a beautiful
Yeah,
thing.
okay.
That's a beautiful thing.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Hey.
Josh, you squeeze your own citrus here?
Yeah, that's what I've been doing, squeezing.
Yeah. This guy's been molesting lemons over there for the past half hour. There
I
he
didn't
goes.
look up. I just saw frantic arms. I saw him waving things off. Oh, Dominic Giamacarena is here.
Yes.
He's bringing stools.
Gia Margarita.
Gia Margarita. How about that?
We'll
How about
never
that?
know his true last name, but he is he's the angel who introduced us to Tony Concha, who's pouring up the margaritas.
That's right.
Kalinga
This is wonderful.
Blanco margaritas might be my favorite margarita now.
Yeah,
It's pretty unbelievable.
Because you
It's,
still get the like kind of smoky, the harshness
Yeah.
almost of the Bacanora. Sorry, new word for me. But it's not quite like it. You don't get overpowered by margarita taste. You know what I mean? Which I
Right,
prefer.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
mellows it out.
Yeah, good call on that. Good call on that. We may or may not have a guest here shortly. I'm gonna guess no.
Yeah,
But, yeah.
We
but,
have,
Marcelo Hernandez, comedian, is in the building. However, maybe not stopping by here.
Yeah, he's floating around.
Also, I saw Jamie Kennedy walk by, and I'm gonna see if I can snag him.
We
But
might be able to wrangle some fellas to come in here and try some of these
you would think
Barcanora
they don't know what's going on here.
margaritas. Yeah, these are unbelievable. Okay, so all right. Honest question, like when you are enjoying a Barcanora, are you a mixed drink guy, or do you like it straight or on ice? Like, how do you enjoy this?
In my case,
Right
I
out
like-
the bottle.
I like I like it straight.
I pull the cork with my teeth
And then I just rip it.
Yeah,
large gulps, idiot.
I like it straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being real, but there are some guys out there that made incredible cocktails with the product. So it's I mean, it's basically for everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like the straight spirit, you can try it. And if you want to do a cocktail that we understand the business and everything, it's also there are amazing people creating incredible things.
It's my favorite part of what's happened recently with spirits and bartending and mixology is the fact that all of these drinks that you're used to having, I don't know, bourbon or whiskey or vodka with, you can make them now with these, Mexican or like, like a tequila or a Barcanora or a mezcal, like an old fashioned with a Barcanora, for example, sounds amazing to me.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah,
an old fashioned. What was the other one? A Negroni also.
Oh, a Negroni, yeah.
Right.
That's something that comes really, really good.
Like
And-
even recently, I had the next
more
bottle's
bottles
opening.
opening.
I think you will have
Perfect.
the opportunity. It's going to be a surprise, but the next cocktail that is going to do yours, it's amazing and easy to do. That's the most important thing.
Yes. Yeah.
So you're
easy to
saying
do.
we should pound these ones?
Yeah,
Hang
let's-
on.
let's move
That's
on,
no-
gentlemen.
That's no problem.
There's drinking to
we
be
can-
done.
We can do that.
No
how
use
many
wasting time.
cocktails are we going to have total here, Josh?
How many can you put down?
Well,
I meant different cocktails.
I love how you challenge
Yeah.
Josh. Last time he was
right.
here, we were hammered drunk.
We were actually.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I've made a mistake.
You've done this again.
I just didn't know if it's one we want to save till 8:30.
No. It's a morning cocktail.
Yeah.
It's 8:30 in the
Afternoon by
morning.
8:30.
8:30. We're halfway home.
That's dinner time.
All right, so we popped a bottle. I heard the cork go, and I've been handed another.
Another little tasting here. Also, Randy's Donuts has now stopped by. They've brought in a couple dozen donuts because we definitely need a couple dozen. There's paperwork involved, Dominic.
Hang on.
It is National Donut Day.
Again? I love the fact that this is
It's
monthly.
Every Friday. Yeah, it's about time. It's about, you know what? Congress is finally getting my letters.
One of the centerpieces of this show is at some point Travis writes to our local congressmen and women about Donut Day.
About Donut Day. Listen, there's never enough. Never enough. It is National Donut Day, and Randy's Donuts is giving away one classic donut of your choice today only from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. to all guests. So you got another 3 hours and 43 minutes to go get a donut from Randy's Donuts on National Donut Day. Randy's Donuts just down the street from us here.
Look at those.
Yeah, right off Arrow in the 15. These are massive. There is now a bottle of tequila in the middle of the donuts.
Hang on. Hand me one of those donuts, Tony,
Yeah.
because I'm going to see if Kalinga goes well with a
Good call. That's
good
a
old
good idea.
fashioned
That's a
glazed
good idea.
donut.
Also, we did realize that donuts go very well. Oh, these are beautiful. Lord.
Yeah, this is the
yeah.
best day of my life.
We've done it. We did realize donuts go very well with basketball prep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah. So to catch everybody up who just joined us in studio, so Ben Fletcher, our very own co-host here, has been challenged to a one-on-one basketball game with the midday producer Jonathan Rifkin.
I'm gonna kick his ass.
So he was a stud in high school. That's no joke. Like this guy, he's shrunk since, but he was a 6'4" center in high school. Now he's only 5'10". We're not sure what happened, but he was really good. And he hasn't kept his game up, but he is confident he is going to smash Jonathan Rifkin next week on Wednesday. And so we bought a dozen donuts yesterday, and he was eating them during his training. So that's what our day looked like yesterday. And now donuts again on National Donuts
It
Day.
happens. Look, these are delicious.
Yeah, these
But
look good.
by the way, yeah.
Bacanora is different.
Yeah, Barcanora is very
It's a whole
different.
different experience.
I will tell you right now. Is this the Silvestri? Is
Yeah,
that was
that's-
just
yeah.
okay? We got
Okay.
the Silvestri. Okay, I wanna try
this one. Trying to figure out the smell difference
Smells
here.
so
yeah,
good.
it smells so good. It doesn't smell quite as earthy as the Blanco.
It should be like more green, more
Oh,
floral.
I got you. All right. Let me take a little taste.
Oh man, dude.
Yeah.
So completely different experience from the Blanco.
Wow, yeah.
And the only difference is that it's made of agaves that are 7 to 8 years agaves.
Okay.
Younger
a
agave.
younger agave.
Exactly.
Which is why you're saying more green.
Exactly.
More green. Yeah, because it does taste that way, where it's like not as smoky, almost a fresher kind of a taste.
It pairs very well with the donut.
Let me give it a whirl.
I mean, like this is blowing me away right now. I'll tell you what. This may end up turning into a problem because that tastes.
Wait, when did you start tequila and donutting? Or, sorry,
Bacanora.
Bacanora and
Yeah,
donut.
yeah.
I think
Bacanora.
if you take the donut with the Kalinga, Josh will make a cocktail.
Oh,
Just
my
give him
gosh.
about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Or do it like
look,
coffee.
There's nothing
just
wrong with this.
Dip one into the other.
Come on, Randy's donuts.
Can you dip donuts in Barcanora? Am I gonna? Is anybody gonna come after me if I do this? Because
I've
I'm
got
very
that.
interested. Hang on.
Please.
You're gonna. Why don't you just like
Oh, maybe
bite it into a manner that?
Oh no, I'll just drizzle it on. Hang on.
Wait, whoa! Turn it upright like a
Oh, you're a
burrito.
damn genius.
Make
like,
sure you do it right over your computer.
like you're putting salsa onto a
Yeah,
burrito.
exactly
Oh,
right.
this is-
exactly right.
Oh, now,
Yeah.
oh boy.
There it goes.
Oh,
I'm not kidding. Do that. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Do it. Please do it.
I mean-
I'm not going to be the only one. You got to try this.
I'm giving it a shot. I'm telling you, the combo's great.
God, that is special. Now, Ramon, are you learning things about your product today that you didn't know prior to?
Totally.
Why does that work?
I don't know. It works extremely well.
We probably just start dropping a donut.
Yeah,
in the
you know
box.
what? Listen,
A few
Dominic,
donuts on the box.
can you imagine? Can you get these guys linked up with Randy's?
Yeah.
We just created a $60 donut.
This is my. I have tears in my eyes. This is the best morning of my life.
dude, I grabbed like a lemon drizzle donut,
Yeah.
and it works even better because of the lemon.
Yeah.
All right. Listen,
We did it.
we
All
have-
right.
We have to take a quick break
Yeah, we do have
because
to take a quick break.
we have to compose ourselves.
Yeah.
Before we go, though, I want to talk about my feet, guys. This is very important to me. The Good Feet store.
Is it Access Day?
No, it's not access.
Okay.
That was yesterday, Travis.
Oh.
Today is all about the Good Feet store.
Okay.
200 locations across the United States and overseas as well. You could get your art supports at the Good Feet store. Precision fit to your personal needs, profession, footwear. Go in for a free fitting today. I'm not kidding. The three of us did this. It was amazing. We've had basically, a life-changing experience. You walk out of there and you're feeling better the next morning, even better the next morning after that. It can alleviate pain in the feet, the knees, the hips, the back. I've certainly experienced plenty of that playing football my whole life. So get out to the Good Feet store near you. And coming up next, Bar Cart Friday continues.
Coming up next, we continue Bar Cart Friday with Kalinga Bacanora Premium, the Silvestre edition, coming up next on Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. This update is presented by DraftKings. Offense came alive yesterday for the Padres. They smashed the Marlins 10-1 on getaway day in Miami. For the first time in his career, Fernando Tatis Jr., 3 doubles in a game. One of them was bases loaded, clearing as Nando rocked up 4 RBIs in the game. Back home today, taking on the Cubs. First pitch, 6:40. Michael Walker going to be on the mound. And if you're looking for somewhere to pregame in the gas lamp, head over to the Blind Burrow. The Darren Smith Show will be there. John and Jim also for another MLB watch party, noon to 6 today. Elsewhere in the NL West, D-backs stay hot, beating the Rockies 5-4. Giants and the Dodgers both had the day off. NBA Finals, Denver dominates Game 1, 104-93 over the Heat. Final score ended up being a little closer than the game actually was. Nuggets controlled it from the opening tip. Surprise, surprise, Nikola Jokic logging another triple-double for the Nuggets. This update was presented by DraftKings.
Thank God it's Friday!
It's been a long week and the fellas are thirsty. It's time to cruise into the weekend. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch present Bar Card Friday. Brought to you by Keg and Bottle.
It is Big Rich, TD, and Fletch on a Bar Cart Friday, and today's a special one because we got Kalinga in studio. Bacanora Premium, a little bit in between a tequila and a mezcal. And, of course, as always, Tony, Kanja,
Yes,
Keg and
sir.
Bottle in studio. Tony, we got an awesome new deal coming up for Father's Day.
We do. We
Doing
are
engravings?
We're doing some engravings. So now if you want to say something nice to your dad, father-in-law, something like that, anything like that, we can have it engraved on almost any bottle that you can think of.
That's awesome, man. So, what can we do one of these?
We can definitely do one of these. So you buy one of these start at $49 and move on $10 increments for the 3 ones. And then you add the custom engraving, but it takes about 3 days. So make sure you come in or buy it online and give yourself an extra 3 days for us to do that.
Now, do we have any specials going on in Kalinga for our listeners this week?
Yep. So it's what I usually do for everybody. It's about a 10% to 20%. In this case, it's 20%. It's $10 off a bottle. So if you mention this show when you go into any of the stores, you're going to get $10 off a bottle.
Rich, Travis, welcome back.
We're back.
Don't worry, Tony and I were hosting the show.
Yeah, well, we saw that. We were out messing around. All right.
Sorry.
Just doing some new boot goofing.
Yeah, just boot scooting. Boot scooting.
New boot goofing.
Yeah,
I'm so tired.
Those are genuine ostrich. And they will take you places.
We got the Bar Card Friday music going.
Yeah,
How
this
about
is the
that?
best.
What were we just handed here right before the break?
You know what it looks like?
Micheladas.
It looks like a michelada.
It looks like a michelada.
Bacanora michelada.
What?
Now, is this the Blanco or is this the Sylvester?
So what I did there was I muddled a chocolate iced donut. I steeped it in some jelly filled.
This
Yes.
is
That's a full-blown michelada with just an ounce of Kalinga per serving to get you effed up.
Do I want to squeeze the lime or?
I mean,
it's there.
personal.
that really is
Personal
that's-
decision.
You know what? Honestly,
I'm gonna give a little squeeze.
Yeah,
it's like a bedroom conversation.
Yeah. Listen, Josh and I,
these came out tasty.
we talk
Try-
about.
try
talk
to-
about.
Oh,
Try,
yeah, you
try,
give
I'll
it-
try to do a little stirry.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm stirring with my finger here.
Get your finger in
Yeah, you gotta get your finger in there.
Of course.
Oh my god.
This is amazing.
Not with the donut. Not with the donut.
Wait, what? Wait a minute. That's what I always do to stir my drink. It's a donut. Hey, I'm
This
looking
is-
over, and Rich still has a half a donut. Now I feel like I wasn't supposed to devour the whole thing.
You know what? You did with your
Yes.
donut what I did with the Blanco. You're
Yes.
not supposed to shoot those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, those are
Oh,
Randy's
Are you
shooters.
dipping it in there?
Wait. Oh,
Wait a
wow. He's
second.
dipping donuts.
Can you dip
Yeah.
Randy's donuts?
Craig just popped up. He's like, I better get him a donut stat.
Just a lot
Oh
of
wow, what's this?
That's another.
Oh,
level.
it's like a little bit of a buttermilk. I'm gonna crack part of this off.
I don't even understand why this is so good, but it is.
Ooh. Ooh,
Dude,
it just got real serious here.
Barcanora, I've never had it. Am I pronouncing that correctly, by the way? Barcanora.
Totally.
Barcanora might be now my favorite spirit. I mean, I mean, if anything that matches with donuts is a friend of mine, I can promise you that.
Wow.
Aaron Bauman, welcome
Aaron
in.
Bauman just walked in.
Yep.
Aaron Bauman, everybody.
Saleswoman
Hang on.
who only handles accounts $90 million or more. She found time this morning to join us here live in studio, being handed a michelada immediately. So now she's double fisting coffee
Right.
and
We're
michelada.
taking the coffee away.
Yeah.
Not allowed.
Listen.
Just drop to the coffee some reposado.
Oh, the
Ooh,
reposado.
Right in the coffee.
Then you know what?
Reposado
Then guess-
in the coffee.
Guess what, Aaron? Then nobody knows.
Yeah. No one will ever know. Right. Oh, Aaron.
drink
Aaron
your
said no.
Michelada.
Mm.
I drink it up.
Wait, who was just doing There Will Be Blood?
Yeah,
Is that
Yeah,
Josh?
That was Josh.
I will
It was
take
Josh.
my straw and I'll drink your
Yeah.
michelada.
Drink it up.
Drainage.
I drink your Michelada.
We're okay. So for the next half an hour, we're just going to recite "There Will Be Blood."
Fantastic. Well, you look like a fool, don't you?
This
really good at
is-
this,
you
Josh.
really
My
are.
God.
I'm an oil man. This is my son, HG. He is an oil man's son.
Wow.
You'll agree that I'm an oil man. Gosh, I make Micheladas. I drink them up.
We're having a good time here on a
Good
Bar
times.
Card Friday. It's brought to you by Kagan Bottle. 10
almost dropped
locations
that.
all throughout San Diego.
You guys
Soon
missed
to
it.
take over
Well,
the world.
You were out goofing around,
Yeah,
but
we were goofing, man.
I know.
Genuine
what you gotta
ostrich
do.
skin.
But for Father's Day, Tony's offering engraving deals.
Oh, that is very cool. The engraving deals? That's awesome.
So get over to a keg and bottle,
Yeah.
and 3 days, right?
Yeah, we need about 2 to 3 days, depending on when you bring it in. Sometimes it's a little quicker, but let's factor 3 to be safe.
What?
This is happening.
And
I'm not
it's
kidding.
3 lines, 26 words per line, so you can actually say a lot on there. You know, like "Love you, Dad," or "You're the best, Dad. Enjoy this." You know, lots of,
Barcanora.
bacchanal.
Barcanora.
Canora.
You guys say that so much better than me.
Bacanora.
I'm like,
when,
Bacanora.
when Ramon says it, honestly, I have movement. I'm gonna be honest. I mean,
Right.
the guy. I mean, he's got. There's something about the voice. Bacanora.
Yeah, I know.
Son of a bee sting.
I'll do whatever you need me to do, Ramon.
Yeah.
Just keep pouring. We got another taster here.
Oh yeah. Oh, we got to try the reposado.
We are. Wow. Okay.
So Craig, this is the distillery, right? This is Kalinga. This is where you're.
This is where
You
we're going to be
guys.
hosting
We're gonna
A
do a
show.
live show. There.
We're doing a live show.
Most likely in January. The weather's perfect. The baseball team will be in the playoffs.
Aaron,
then.
you coming?
You'll be get the
Aaron's
beach run
there.
around, and you'll be on the soil seeing it at the distillery.
This is
I seriously can't wait.
this is gonna be fantastic. What if we can't make it back?
That's fine.
Here's the problem.
That's fine.
You know we'll be there.
Guys, simple fix. We learned Spanish. We do the show in
Yes,
Mexico
it's
from now
simple
on.
fix. Yeah.
Craig
No.
Ramon, we have an issue. Travis Dale doesn't go on vacation. He just doesn't do it.
Yeah.
Well,
It's not a vacation.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
this
just,
is
it's
work.
work.
Yeah, this is work.
This
Like
is
he
work.
doesn't leave San Diego.
I
He-
bet
he
you-
like found his
He
safe
will,
space.
he will be transported
Hang
there
on.
and a live Bar Cart Friday from the distillery.
I love it. I love it. Now hang on here.
We're
Hang
gonna put a
on.
dark pillowcase over his
We
head.
just got to knock him out. I think that's what
will
we got to
go
do.
ahead.
Put a
I'm gonna
chloroform-
wager.
Tomorrow we chloroform Travis on the show.
I will wager $1,000 I can
More
cut an
people here.
agave better than either of you.
Look, we're getting more people here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah. Oh,
party.
yeah.
Oh come on. Oh yeah.
We've got all
Frankie
of
V,
it.
Yeah.
Producer Chris.
Yes.
How about that?
It isn't a party until Frankie V and producer Chris
Yeah.
show up. They show
That's
up
right.
every Friday for Bar Cart Friday, brought to you by Keg and Bottle. This time, Frankie, we got Kalinga in. This is a Bacanora. It's similar. but
Bacanora.
Bacanora.
Bacanora. Oh my God, he's so
Every
good
time
at
he
saying
says
that,
Ramon.
Frankie.
It's like looking at Ryan Gosling.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
He just said it like that.
Yeah,
But
I'm
I'm not the only one.
like,
who
are we
thinks
the
that.
same thing?
Frankie
That's
V?
incredible.
Frankie V, are we allowed to say where we're headed on June 24th or not? Frankie V does stand-up comedy.
I had no idea
Yeah,
until
no idea
Travis
either.
told me.
I'm sending screenshots of these guys. I'm like, what the hell?
Tell a joke.
Yeah.
You won't.
Yeah, Ben just goes, tell a joke. You won't.
Make us laugh.
No,
Wow.
stop. We're not doing this to Frankie.
I actually have a funny story about Frankie V.
Okay, then let's hear it.
So I go to the Padres game, and all of a sudden I see Frankie V on the big screen.
Oh, and the
I'm like,
Jumbotron.
Holy smokes!
Yeah.
Good.
I
call.
say
Yeah,
I
nice,
got
nicely
you.
done,
Good.
nicely done.
Gracious.
Yeah,
It's our friend.
yeah.
And then I'm like,
Wow.
"Man, dude, I know this guy. I text him. He's texting me back. And then I go, dude, you're a big deal. You're a big deal.
Yeah,
And then
Frankie is a big deal.
and then I text a couple people. 5 minutes later, who's up on the big screen?
Tony Cox.
Hey, baby!
Oh,
Dude, I love
producer
that.
Chris, also a big deal. How you doing, buddy?
Good. I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. No doubt. I'm just.
I love how he, like in his bio, it's also a big deal.
I have that written in my deal that you guys have to refer to me as that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, producer Chris, big deal. Producer Big Deal Chris.
Yeah.
My first question for producer Chris is, I mean, where the hell's Gina and Erica?
Bingo.
Gina is actually off today.
Okay,
yeah. But nobody
wouldn't
wants
it
to know
be
that.
nice?
Nobody wants to know that. Yeah. She's on right now. So,
Oh,
yeah.
gotcha.
Sure.
And,
And Erica, I
Erica.
don't know where she is. She's walking around.
Well, that's fine. Maybe
We
she
never
can
know what
walk
she's
around
doing.
here.
Yeah.
We never know what she's doing in there.
Yeah, someone get
Wow.
the meatloaf.
All right. Before we run out of time, Ramon, can you walk us through the reposado?
Oh,
Of
yeah,
course.
yeah. Sorry. Yeah, we have
Yeah.
the next taster in front of us.
The next state, it's our reposado. It's basically it's the same liquid as the blanco,
Okay, all right.
but it's only aged on white oak American barrels. The maestro has his own formula how to become, but actually, the interesting thing about this reposado is you can call it, if you age it for 3 months, you can call it reposado.
Okay.
But
all
this
right.
is
Oh,
being
that's the-
this is being aged for almost 3 years.
Wow.
wow.
It
Wait,
sa-
is this bottle 1 out of 20?
the NAMI says
Yeah, that's what it says.
how
I think that's a date.
Oh, I was gonna
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
I'm also
Been
bottle 1 out
aged
of
for
20.
3 years.
Okay.
So
Oh, I got
January
Ramon,
of
you don't know
2020.
this yet, but
Yeah.
we're idiots.
Yeah, we're
Well,
dumb.
at least 2 of the 3 of us are.
yeah, the maestro really wanted to become with something special and different.
John.
So
This
yes.
is nuts.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
give you opportunity to try it, and
Yeah.
I can guarantee you that it's going to be something different. And we understand that the agave it's blancos,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of people that like other things that reposado and añejo that we also have añejo. It's something that it's going to be really unique.
Because it picks it
And
up in the
different,
oak
yeah,
barrels.
Exactly.
right.
So yeah,
right.
it says on the back of the. I love reading this label. This is the most
it's
gorgeous
beautiful,
label.
beautiful.
It says in smell, sweet caramel and vanilla notes. In taste, caramel coffee, toasted vanilla with a dry finish.
And
I wrote that.
the greatest thing, I think, because it's a very family owned business. This is Kilinga. What Kilinga means, it's actually the nickname of the maestro's mother.
Oh,
Gosh.
Rodrigo?
Oh, that's incredible.
His mom's name's Kalinga?
Nickname.
Nickname's
Nickname.
Kalinga.
Yeah.
Oh,
His
wow.
name is Luz del Carmen.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
his nickname is Kilinga.
Kalinga.
And that comes from Kelinda.
Que linda. Oh, the
Talking in Spanish.
Yeah, the slang,
Okay,
slang
your
though,
mom.
like que linda.
Like how
Yeah.
beautiful, right?
I would like to. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No.
No. I was just gonna say that. I mean,
You know
this-
what? Honestly, Travis speaks better Spanish than you,
Yeah,
Ramon.
yeah. Let me just
He's
jump
gonna
in.
he's gonna take it from here. Thank you.
Yo quiero colinga.
Dude, you gotta roll your R's.
Yeah.
Roll your
Oh,
R's.
my ruffles have ridges.
There you go.
That's right. We
It's a
got
bacanora.
we have Lucinda K and John who just came in from Kogo. And
Yeah.
yeah. So the party continues. John does not know this, but you'll be officiating the Hardwood and Balls Classic next Wednesday. So congratulations, buddy.
We are
Yeah.
going to have to buy
He's honored.
gigantic referee clothing. This
Yeah.
man is 7 feet tall
Yes.
Yeah.
7'7"
and
Yeah,
counting.
okay, yeah, 7'7", and a phenomenal beard.
Also,
Now,
yeah.
you should put some reposado into your tongue.
Oh, sweet. Okay. But you know what?
Wait, hang
I
on.
like my Randy's donuts with reposado.
With Ramon.
With Ramon.
It is International
This
Donut
is my
Day.
favorite. Hang on. We'll break
Wait,
in a second,
yeah,
Ben.
easy
Come on.
We got a break.
Come
now.
on. Pump the brakes.
That was in
Pump
your
the
ears
brakes.
for a
the
reason,
brakes.
but
Mm.
yeah.
Hang on.
You're a damn genius. I don't even know. What are you doing later?
Yeah, no doubt.
This is incredible. This is the best day of my life.
Ramon, are you single?
Yeah. All right, listen. I have to do a read. Half in the
yeah.
bag here. So let's give this a shot.
I'm going to continue on with my.
You drink the
I'm
reposado
gonna
and
drink
see
my
if I can make it through
reposado.
this. Guys, you got to get to a good feed store. Okay. I've been talking about my feet a whole lot today. And the reason why is
I haven't
because
heard.
Yeah, no, I have. You've heard plenty. And it's because my back feels better, my hips feel better, knee pain virtually gone, foot pain, goodbye. It's because of these arch supports from the Good Feet store. Good Feet store, they'll precision fit to your personal needs, your lifestyle, your profession, your footwear. You'll do a test walk. Try before you buy. There's no stress. Some trained professional is going to walk you through the whole process at one of their 200 locations all over the United States and overseas. 30 years of experience, Good Feet store. Head to goodfeet.com to book your appointment today. Coming up next, we're going to finish this ridiculous show on a Bar Cart Friday brought to you by Keg and Bottle. All right, it's a Bar Cart Friday brought to you by Keg and Bottle. We finish this show up. Coming up next with Kalinga in studio. Welcome back. Bar Cart Friday, Keg and Bottle in studio. Kalinga Barcanora Premium Spirit from the Sonora region of Mexico. And we have tried the Blanco. We have tried the Silvestre. We've tried the Reposado. And all three. I mean, do you have an Añejo also?
Yes.
You do. Ramon Rivera on the microphone right now, co-owner, partner, and general manager of Kalinga Brands. The Añejo, I'm assuming it's just sold out. You guys couldn't get a hand on your own bottle.
Yes, it's a very limited edition.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We only do like
Here, get red on this mic.
only like around 400 cases.
Oh, wow.
Not necessarily a year. It's when the maestro says he's ready.
Yeah.
So that probably you could have the opportunity to get an añejo, and you will not have that same opportunity to have it till 2 years.
Oh, because of
Oh,
the
wow.
aging that
Yeah.
the agave has to go through, and also the time in the barrels, all that.
5 years, it's a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So
Yeah. Who knows where I'm going to be in 5 years?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Right here doing Bar Cart
Only
Friday.
time will tell.
I can promise you I'll be an extra Añejo by then.
Craig over here said a unique little phrase while we were in the break. Seed to glass.
Seed to glass. You know, the amazing thing about Kalinga and what Delio Moro and Rodrigo and his family do is they own the process, right? Everything from seed to glass and everything in between. Everyone they hire on, it's truly a family-owned business. A lot of distilleries at their scale are super mature, and what they tend to do is they work with so many different suppliers that want to come in and create a brand. Kalinga is very, very specific. They are going to create their brand. They're going to build their brand. It's people like y'all that give this brand an opportunity. We're building a category. It was dormant for 80 years, right? 80 years that nobody could sell Bacanora. It's been around for 300. It slept for 300, or was kept, I should say, not slept. And now, in 2009, they get to really build the category and be the leader. So they own the process. They take care of the people. You are all invited to do a show at the distillery in the fields
We did it
in January. We
Live from Mexico.
live
Yeah.
from Mexico, live from Sonora.
All right.
Nothing would make us happier to host you, to have you there with the show, and experience it. Because when you actually see the distillery and you see Sonora, it really will put it on the map in so many great ways.
Well, we
Yeah.
have two
Cannot wait.
requests. It's going to be the three of us for sure.
Yes. Yep.
Maybe
Yeah. Lucinda
okay,
King's coming.
Lucinda.
Hey, Lucinda King.
John-
You know what they call that?
John Wick.
They call it goodness. They
From
call it
Coke.
goodness. Yeah.
Aaron Bauman, she
Yeah.
needs to be there as well.
So the three of us need 27 tickets.
We just need 27
Yeah.
seats at the
Fine.
distillery. And then it's good.
Our
It's-
videographer Griffin.
our videographer, Griffin.
Griffin,
which, by
Gas
the way-
Productions.
The answer is yes. So
Okay.
just let's figure it out.
Greg said it. Greg said it.
Greg said
Mark
Greg
that
said
tape,
it.
baby.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
figure
This
it
is
out.
Also,
Let's just
also
set
mark
the
the
date.
date, June 2nd, 2023. We peaked.
Yeah.
Also, get over to K&B, Keg and Bottle, all over San Diego, 10 locations. This is on sale for Big Rich, TD, and Fletch listeners, and Big Rich, TD, and Fletch listeners only. So make sure you get over there, get $10 off a bottle. This
Yeah.
stuff, this has been one of my favorites we've done on a Bar Car Friday.
Buy it for your pops.
Yes, and get it engraved.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Ramon, this is, I mean, it's outstanding. It comes in these basically what you would normally see like a wine bottle, right? You know, it's the same shape as a wine bottle, except it has this delicious spirit that's, I mean, it's not a tequila. It's not a mezcal. It's its own thing.
It's a Bacarona.
It's a bacanora.
Yeah.
And
Just
it
say
is.
You know
Ramon.
what, though?
Phenomenal.
Ramon, say it
Yeah,
again.
say it
Yeah,
one more time.
one more time in the microphone, the bacanora.
Bacanora.
Son of-
My God.
Every single time.
This is one of the bottles that when you drink, you save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a showpiece.
Interesting thing about the bottle, Senora Kalinga, the way that she likes to drink her bacanora or even her agave, she likes to drink it in a champagne flute, right? So it's why the bottle was designed.
Tony,
because it was her experience in,
She's
in
fancy.
San Carlos, where they have a home. She really enjoys it on the sunset and drinking and taking it all in.
I'll be honest
Tony
with you.
did not bring in champagne flutes.
I would drink it out of a shoe. That's what I mean,
Absolutely.
I really enjoyed
That's
myself.
right.
Hey, Benny boy, who do we thank on a Bar Car Friday?
First, every single person in studio, thank all of you. My man to my left right now, Tony Conja.
Yeah,
Ramon,
baby.
thank you for coming and sharing your stories with us. Craig,
Thank
you're our guy. Thank you for paying for us to go to Mexico.
Amen. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Thank you,
and,
boys. Thank the texters. Thank the YouTubers. We love y'all.
And Randy's Donuts.
Oh, Randy's
Randy's
Donuts.
Donuts.
Yeah, it is International Donut Day. Congress got my letters.
Yeah. Thank God for Travis Dale.
You're welcome, world.
And a quick thanks to Travis Dale. The Herd's next. Colin Coward, keep it right here. San Diego Sports 760.
If you're watching on the stream right now, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you head over to our TikTok page. We're going to go live on there right now, take you around Bar Car Friday. Love y'all, tubers. Thank you.